Okay, we have the green bars, we have the live counter sticking up, so we should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. It is the Paradox Hour podcast, and we are back with another anime check-in, Winter 2026, mid-season. Some shows have continued their, strong starts, and I would say some have started to slack.
Show cracks, yeah.
It'll be interesting there. Medalist has finally been uploaded in the US, even though there's just one episode. Though the English dub has now slowed down, which is, yeah.
I don't know what Disney is doing besides smoking crack and watching cars crash, but I'm not liking it right now.
I mean, I shared with you, Jack, the tweet from Ruben Lack, who I believe is basically the head of almost anime and certainly anime dubbing at Disney. And it does seem like it's a licensing thing, because somebody did ask him why it wasn't sub-simulcasted, and he basically just went, I can't say. I'm not at liberty to discuss it. So
gotta love NDAs, am I right?
Yeah, I suspect there's some licensing bullshittery going on here. But
almost certainly.
It's up now, so fingers crossed it won't be too long before. Hopefully it'll be next week when the dub starts going up again, but we'll see. Anyway, we should get started with our first show. My god, it's finally first. Blue Miburo Season 2.
God damn, there's actually some really emotionally intense stuff in this now.
I will say the stuff with the little girl probably would have hit harder, had she been introduced earlier than the same episode she died in.
Well, she was in the background beforehand, but yeah, she should have definitely had a lot more focus. Also, that's what heat stroke does to you. Be careful, make sure you're hydrated, kids, and do not go out playing in the rice paddies in the high heat of summer, and then get yourself stuck in the mud. I have not watched today's episode. I will say that right now.
Dude, I'm on episode 6. That is the most recent one I've watched.
I think today was episode 9.
Yep, it was. I'm not pushing myself to catch up to this.
You know what? Fair. This is still pretty good and interesting, but yeah, I can't blame you.
I like it, but I'm just I have enough pressure as it is, and this is a show that I like but don't care about enough to be current on it. And it's also not one that I'm, worried will be spoiled for me, because barely anybody else is watching it.
Milt, get this. Serizawa, he gets assassinated in the Serizawa's assassination arc.
Wow, in the time period when he gets assassinated in real life, he gets assassinated? I wouldn't have seen that coming.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
I mean,
there's one problem with history shows, unless it's very clearly alternate history bullshit, history is a spoiler.
I mean, to be fair, they're still doing interesting stuff, going into Serizawa's character.
It's very introspective about him, which is honestly really good, because he is not really a big figure outside the early days of Shizugumi.
He absolutely is not one of those, big names when you talk about the Shinsengumi. I mean, to be fair, they're not even the Shinsengumi yet. They're still the Miburo, though. as of the end of
Historically, I think, yeah.
end of episode 6, it will be happening soon. Because the incident on the 18th of August, 1863, is what led to the Miburo being renamed the Shinsengumi.
Yep.
Also means we are 2 months from Serizawa's assassination. 2 months.
Crazy.
And even less time for another big event.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw that one in, I think it was episode 8.
So, yeah. Again, it's very interesting. Again, historically, the Miburo were split up into sort of 3 factions, with Kondo, Serizawa, and Nimi as the 3 leaders. I don't know for sure whether, Nimi's faction were sort of the bridge between the two, but it certainly...
it was really unclear.
I also had to remember stuff from the first season, which was not easy, because I did not remember Anagakoji, if I'm brutally honest.
There is so much shit I did not remember from the first season.
So
I forget.
he was in the last 2 episodes. Certainly Iraha knew him. I'm not sure if he was her master sort of thing, but certainly she asked Hajime to protect him, which she did, and then he got assassinated anyway.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
But basically, if I remember correctly, he was sort of a big anti-foreigner guy, and then switched sides, which was why he got murked.
Yeah. Does remind me, speaking of people who historically got murked, I don't know if it's episode 6 or 7 that this happens, but a certain man named Sakamoto Ryoma gets introduced.
That was episode 4.
Oh, damn. See, I'm forgetting the exact timeline of events, but yeah. Ryoma.
Yeah, no, Sakamoto Ryoma, big name in, this time period, supposedly assassinated by people under Kondo's command, and it was what got Kondo executed in the end.
Allegedly, of course.
Again, he was...
Well, not the executed part, but the had him killed part.
The supposedly having him killed part, yeah. Again, it's one of those things that's very unclear.
It's something we'll likely never know the true answer to.
No, considering everybody involved is now dead, yeah, it'd be difficult.
Unless we get some random secret accounts coming up sometime in the near future or some shit. Yeah, we're not gonna find. We're never gonna know.
Even then, there's you can never be too sure about the accuracy of that stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think the other really interesting thing is that Neo went in and talked to Serizawa for, I believe, an hour. But we don't know what was said in that conversation, just that it clearly affected Neo.
Yes, I am very curious to find out what was said.
I mean, the other thing is, at this stage, it is very, very clear that Serizawa is ill.
Yes, he is almost certainly either dying or just straight up suffering from something. It's unclear what exactly is going on with him.
If nothing else, that, scene with Serizawa supposedly telling Taro to poison Neo, though, it's more him trying not to let Taro get dragged down with him, I think.
Oh yeah, no. I'm 100% sure he knows he's going to die soon one way or another. That might be why he's acting so recklessly.
I mean, it's clear that he's trying to sort of what he is trying to do is create this image of the Miburo that, you know, people won't mess with. As well,
he's very much doing it in the old samurai way as well.
Yes, that's the thing. He is a samurai compared to the rest of them, and the issue is that we are now 200 years removed from the height of the samurai, basically. In fact, we are very much on
more than that.
We are very much on the downturn of the samurai. 250 years, basically, because it's, you know, the height of the samurai was, you know.
It basically started declining after Sekigahara.
Yeah, once the Tokugawas took full control, and they basically went, okay, let's depower people so that we don't get get attacked and deposed.
Yeah, I mean, smart strategy in the short term. Long term, had its ups and downs. But yeah, no, a lot of the Miburo are not formal samurai. You have a few who are like either samurai class like Serizawa or like have formal training and are adjacent to the class. You have those like Okita and Hijikata. But at the same time, Kondo is outright a commoner.
Yeah.
So like
you've got very few people of actual noble stature.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, no, Blue Miburo has gotten quite interesting. Like, it's still there's still an element of, you know, production values are awkwardness in the adaptation, production values, so on and so forth. But yeah, it's, I would say plot-wise, it is definitely getting to an interesting place. No, it wasn't this. Yeah. Yeah. Believe me, bro. It's actually a half-decent show.
Crazy how much it's turned around in quality since the deer that was the second core of the first season.
The second core wasn't bad, but yeah, I think it's fair to say Blue Miburo is far more interesting when it's dealing with the dynamics inside the Miburo than, you know, outside forces.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, it tried turning the Miburo into a shonen battle group, and no.
I mean, if nothing else, it doesn't have the fucking production values to deal with that.
Nope. It's a damn shame, too, because, like, the characters themselves are quite dynamic. Like, it helps that they're based on real historical figures who we know a fair deal about, but still.
But yes, I think we should probably move on at this stage to our next show, which is The Casebook of Arne.
The fuck?
That was from episode 6, where the group got a case from a mermaid who had 4 fish with buff human arms and legs carry her in a tub of water. Don't ask, it didn't get explained more than that. That said,
okay,
the mermaid was lesbian.
Good for her.
So, overall, this is doing some weird stuff adaptationally.
Please elaborate.
Well, like I mentioned before, it had the anime original premiere, and then it spent the next 4 episodes on, 4 and a bit episodes on, how Lin and Arne first met and started working together. And then it montaged a bunch of stuff, and we're back to where we were for the fucking anime original premiere. With a bunch of characters who've just now been introduced. And it's just like, why? Not to mention, even with 4 and a bit episodes, there were parts of that fucking introduction arc that did not make a whole amount of sense. It was quite abrupt. Like, in the space of, like, I would say 5 minutes, Lynn is making a bunch of progress on the case of, you know, who killed her dad and attacked her. Then she decides to have a bath because she doesn't want to smell in front of Arne, and then she gets mortally wounded and attacked. Arne supposedly turns her into a vampire to save her, but then at the end of the arc, it's revealed that she's not actually a vampire, which is then hand-waved away.
So, on a scale from an accountant's tax filings to Henry VIII's love life, how messy is this?
I suppose it depends on the tax accountant for how messy that can get, but I would say firmly in the past the midpoint towards Henry VIII. I mean,
I'm sorry, I just like making up random scales like that.
No, it's fair. I mean, hey, I've got this game. I'm going to play this game because I need to fucking know how this actual game actually works and what the plot
this
actually
is a game?
is.
I thought this was a novel.
No, this is a game adaptation.
What the fuck?
Very specifically, I believe it's a fucking RPG Maker game.
Oh my god.
It was like £5.
What the fuck?
And I just bought it on a whim. So, yeah, I don't know at this stage, honestly. It could be that the game did this same fucking stuff, but maybe it didn't. I don't know. I need to play the game. As I said, they had a case with a mermaid that basically took up the second part of episode 6, which was okay, but also they didn't leave Arne's castle.
Jeez.
Basically what it was the mermaid Yurate had a human lover called Hana, who suddenly attacked Yurate, who accidentally killed Hana in self-defense. Turns out, because mermaids are more long-lived than humans, Yurate didn't take into account how much time had actually passed since they'd been together. Hana was getting old and dying, and decided to try and turn herself, you know, immortal with mermaid's flesh and blood sort of thing. The slightly, wow, the ending was more positive when it was revealed that Hana was already immortal because she'd so Yurate had gotten a cut on her finger and Hana had stuck the finger in her mouth and drank some of the blood that way. Apparently that was enough.
Huh.
Yeah, it was weird. As I said, this show is weird. I want to give this show more time because I want to like it, but I'm, you know, struggling a bit.
Every day I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I will say the actual overall mystery of that introductory arc was pretty good. There were enough hints there, like it was a good mystery. There were enough hints there that you could solve it. So, you know, it's got a good sense for a mystery. It's just, you know, sort of plot and pacing wise, yeah. We'll see for now. But yeah, let's move on to our next show, which is Chain Soldier Season 2.
Well, we've got a little bit of plot development here, what with Himari, the lieutenant of the main group, going to a family gathering where shit goes down pretty crazy, and her mom is now the new head of the family, and says that changes will be made, and that's very much a wait-and-see thing at this point in the story. But we're also introduced to a new arc antagonist in the form of one of the new 8 Gods of Thunder, Kusetsu, who is quite the colorful character. She's fun. She's very upbeat, peppy, but also surprisingly dangerous. Which should be unsurprising given that she's, an antagonist. Yeah, and we also get a fun little beach episode, complete with goofy shenanigans and surprisingly tender romantic stuff between Yuki and Kyoka, which is nice. Yeah, newest episode ends with the promise of crazy shit about to go down, given that Kusetsu's been fucking about, and the alarm has been sounded of enemy activity in the human world. So that will be fun. But, yeah. Enjoying the show overall, and it has not been letting up on the plot developments or the horny developments, unsurprisingly to anyone.
So, still been worth keeping High Dive?
Yep. Look, High Dive is not that expensive compared to 90% of other subscriptions.
I know, but, it's still an expense.
I think I'll live. But yes, should move on to our next show.
Let's move on to Digimon Beatbreak.
A lot of fun stuff happening. And by fun, I mean fucked up.
I'm shocked that we have war crimes and human trafficking in my fun little Bond show.
Back to back.
Yeah. Rhino's a piece of work. Seraphy is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So is Clay, but you expect that from Clay because he's an executive.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently they've been kidnapping Digimon and their owners and selling them for purposes. So, yeah. Fucked up.
Incredibly fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't really blame most of the kids involved for it because it's very clear, Granite is basically just brainwashed into it at this point, and he is also just 13 years old.
Yeah.
Tarko is softly financially pressured into complying so that she doesn't, fuck her family over. Raito, yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit, but he's also getting the shit beat out of him by his even shittier boss.
Yeah. Which is a fucked up scene to look at, no matter how you look at it. It was like, wow, he's actually beating the shit out of that kid.
He has the child tied to a chair and is punching the shit out of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel like a real big man, Seraphy? Does it?
Yeah.
I really, really hope he gets his ass beat. I hope Kyo just absolutely wrecks his shit.
Yeah. We need tactics as a whole to just go down, because it's all fucked.
It's fucked from the top down, yep.
Child soldiers, kidnapping, human trafficking. It's just, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meanwhile, our protagonists are just doing their best to get by.
Yeah.
Those poor Digimon being cramped in that tiny suitcase was very funny, I will admit.
Yeah. And apparently this week's episode involves an underground cage match, so that's fun.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go.
Again, back-to-back episodes involving some pretty out there illegal activity, so...
Would you say that this is the darkest Digimon anime we've gotten so far?
No, but we're getting there.
Fuck.
Tamers is pretty fucked. At least
I
later
forgot
on.
how bad Tamers gets. I have not watched Tamers.
It gets to Ava levels of fucked. So.
Oh joy.
Yeah. But they're trying really hard with this one, and depending on if it keeps going in this direction, I would definitely say it's the darkest. But we gotta wait and see.
Ah, fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely on a good track for that, that's for sure.
Yeah. And like in contrast to Ghost Game had its dark moments, but like this one is not only is this more grounded, it also kind of builds upon itself. So it just works out better this way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, show's been a lot of fun. I put in quotation marks.
It's been fun, and it's also been fun. Fuck.
Yeah. No, really good stuff. I'm excited for this week's, because it seems like Tomoro and Raito are gonna try settling things.
Yeah. I am shocked that Raito managed to get a fucking ultimate evolution. Even
To be fair, he forced it, so
yeah. It's pretty clear that he does not have any control over that whatsoever.
no.
Like, his Digimon was in actual pain the whole time.
Yeah.
And that had dire consequences, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's still really good. Definitely looking forward to where this goes next.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how long this arc is going to be. If it's just going to be the one core, or if it's going to extend past it.
I'm gonna assume it's just the one core, but I think like the next story arc will probably build upon it. So
Oh, almost certainly.
yeah, but we'll see.
Mm. Oh,
I think we can move on.
Alright, let's move on then to Fate Strange Fake.
so quick question now before anything else. Who do you think is in Philia's body, Mil?
So here's the thing. The subs spoiled it for me.
Oh.
So I'm holding back from actually mentioning it for now, but I'm pretty sure I know. Certainly I have a name, which, you know, considering the whole goddess talk, I can put 2 and 2 together there.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there are some pretty blatant hints as to who it is.
Yeah.
And if you're remotely familiar with Fate, you know who it is off of just those hints.
Yeah.
Because I know, and I'm pretty sure Nmbr knows.
I know. I just have questions as to how and why.
I have a pretty good idea as to the why. The how, I'm not so sure of.
I mean, the why seems to be just having fucking fun. She seemed to...
No, the why, I think, is to do with some of the heroic spirits summoned.
That's fair.
My guess.
I mean, she didn't seem that bothered by Alkidis's attacks, to be brutally honest.
Well, yeah.
Just sort of walked through them.
Like, Alkades may be Hercules, but, like, she's still a goddess.
Yeah.
We also have confirmation on Fate Caster, Alexandra Dumas. Which...
I'm surprised at how nonchalant that reveal was.
I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. I paused and saw the signature that he gave to John's hand, and was like, this is after I'd spent probably 5 or 10 minutes like going, okay, so you told me he was French, So I know I'm looking for a French writer. Find the version of Hamlet he was talking about. 1769. Okay, that gives me a good time period to look at. Oh, hey, Alexandre Dumas also did an adaptation of Hamlet. That's not a bad shout. It's he's definitely famous enough to be him. But I'll keep going and see if there's more information. Then I saw the signature and went, that's definitely Alexandre Dumas, isn't it? Fuck. That's definitely his signature. I can see Alex Dumas.
And also Watcher just casually name drops his name
Watcher
later.
just fucking drops it, which makes me think that the show expects you to have figured it out by then, and like the signature was like the last sort of for the dummies.
Yes.
Wow, I guess I'm a dummy then, huh?
But
the show is fucking wild.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna do this because have added my chart. It's not great because the size is a bit shit to make it match up with the images, but fuck it, it's fine. Still pretty clear. So, for the time being, the only servants we don't know are True and Fake Assassin and True Berserker, and the only master we don't know is True Riders.
Yeah. Before we actually met Philly, I assumed it was her, but I guess not.
Yeah.
She's something else completely.
Philly has a wild card.
Yeah.
In terms of Fake Assassin, we know that so Richard fought with Fake Assassin's leader, which does imply that she was a member of the Assassins created by Hassani Sabah. Because that did happen. Again, I did some research there. Richard the Lionheart did apparently maybe work with them. Again, it's not, accusations were thrown by both sides in that situation, but, it seems relatively clear. Or it seems relatively clear that that's something they have, pulled from.
When they're not bullshitting to insane degrees, it is pretty impressive how much Fate writers can research.
I mean, to be fair, from what I've seen, they did actually go fairly accurate with Richard and the backstory we got from him.
Oh yeah.
Which it's an interesting choice compared to some others.
It's not fully glorifying him, which is interesting.
No,
like
it's
Richard tends to get glazed a lot.
Yeah. As an Englishman, yeah. But I mean, the other interesting thing is it's pretty clear that Ayaka is the Little Red Riding Hood from that, tale, right?
Oh yeah, that's the implication I caught.
Yeah.
Which, certainly informs a lot about, Ayaka and her behavior.
Which, fun fact, that Red Riding Hood story is directly from the beginning of Fate Hollow Ataraxia.
I was wondering which earlier Fate thing it was from. I thought it was either Garden of Sinners or Hollow Ataraxia, so...
Yeah, it's literally the first thing that's in that game.
Crazy. I still need to play that one.
You should.
I need to play Fate Stay Night first.
You do. Everyone should. Read the VNs. Read them, okay?
When I have time, damn it.
Yeah, that's not just to you, that's to everyone. Everyone, everywhere. All at once.
So,
right.
Quick question as somebody who's probably the person with the least Fate experience here. Francesca said they wanted to summon Altri. Did they mean
Artoria?
Is that just Artoria? Okay.
Pendragon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check.
She's had multiple different. She has had multiple different translations of her true name.
Okay.
I can actually explain this, I think. So, sorry if I'm cutting you off, Nmbr.
You're fine.
So, basically, in a nutshell, OG Saber's name was translated in early stuff as Artoria Pendragon because she's gender bent King Arthur.
Yeah.
But later translations, including the official release of Fate Grand Order and basically every official translation afterwards, have localized her name as Altria for some fucking reason.
Right.
And for the longest time, people were like, why? This is so fucking stupid. Why? And apparently it's because of like some old ass merch that used a weird localization of her name. Used Altria as opposed to Artoria because I don't fucking know why. It was just a misprint, I guess.
Is that better or worse than Viz continuing to use Zolo because of fear that fucking Zoro copywriters would sue them that turned out to not actually be a thing?
They're both bad. They're both really bad and dumb.
I don't know, because it doesn't bother me too much, because like when you actually hear it in the game, it sounds like Altria. Like, no bones about it. It just sounds like that to me.
I mean, you can hear it either way, honestly. It's not as big of a deal. It's just, it bothers me a little bit. I refuse to pronounce her name as anything but Artoria.
Yeah, honestly, pick your poison, because neither are really wrong. So it's just, yeah.
Artoria is more accurate to like the historical lore.
But yeah, but Altria is just like a pet name version of Altria.
Okay.
So, yeah.
As I said, I was pretty sure that she was meaning Artoria, but I was just like, okay, just wanted to double check that. Overall, though, we're certainly getting into the alliances stage of this war.
Yeah.
So we've got Enkidu, Richard and Ayaka, Fake Assassin, and Sigma now working together. With, it seems, Pale Rider as their target.
Pale Rider and Alcides and whatchamacallit, Jester are their targets.
Jester.
They want to get rid of the
Jester
corruptive
well,
elements.
Yeah. We've got Flat and Orlando now working together, as well as Hansa, because Flat and Hansa got on like a house on fire.
I love that interaction so much. It's so fun.
And it seems like Francesca and Francois may have had fucking Hallery and Basdilo form some kind of alliance.
There is, well, Francesca and Faldeus are basically like the masterminds behind the true side of the war. So they are more or less informally aligned, but it's hard to say if that like alliance is remaining in place.
I don't think it is. I think Francesca is far too chaotic for Faldeus.
Probably. If Faldeus thinks they're an alliance, Francesca is absolutely going to fucking backstab him.
Yeah, no, that's an alliance I don't see lasting very long.
If at all, yeah.
But
also, apparently, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Certainly there was a ceasefire between Hallery, the Homunculus, and Basdilo. Like, again, we didn't get to see the result of that talk, but certainly it was fucking wild. I mean, that whole episode was fucking wild.
You know what's crazy? Apparently, we haven't even got... There's apparently 2 episodes that haven't aired yet that are supposed to be outright showstoppers, including next week.
God. I mean, fucking episode...
I'm not surprised, given how episode 8 ended.
I mean, yeah, I honestly suspect this may end up being sort of the, climactic showdown to end the season.
I think it was episodes 9 and either 12 or 13 were the showstopper episodes.
We also got some fucking insane Sakuga in episode 6 with the fight between... fight, in inverted commas, between Enkidu and Richard.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, I noted when they were, talking with each other, it seemed like there was some, cost-cutting measures, and then I'm like, okay, so this is where the time and money went. This would be where they put their attention, which completely fair.
Also, little side detail. John Wingard, the dude who get the cyborg arm from Dumas, his mom was killed in a terrorist attack on a plane. I'm 90% sure that is a continuity nod to Fate Zero.
No, it is. And why are there so many connections with Fate Zero specifically in this show? It's so funny.
Well, Fate Zero is one of the stronger connections, partially through Waver, who also name drops his actual name in this episode, too.
Yeah.
In episode 8,
yeah.
And the
Sigma
fucking...
as well.
There's the reason that plane was destroyed in the first place was because of a mage on it who is related to Halri.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, is Halri a reappearance, or is she?
No,
she's a connection to a player.
Yeah, she's a connection to a very minor character.
Okay.
It is connections all the way down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I asked, because it seemed like they were referencing something with her. I wasn't sure if it was herself, or if it was, something. Obviously she talked about her tragic backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Kiritsugu in Fate Zero blows up a plane. Reasons there are reasons for it, but you'd have to watch Fate Zero to know the reasons.
I'll probably get to it eventually. Also, hilarious that Sigma tried to say that their servant was Charlie Chaplin.
Yes,
that's so fucking funny.
I could see Chaplin as maybe a caster, but a lancer is pushing credulity.
All right, Fate Grand Order, you know what to do now.
Yeah.
It's funny because there's only 2 servants from Stay Night or from Strange Fake in Grand Order, and one of them, well, technically there's 3 if you count Gilgamesh, but Gilgamesh is in prior works.
He's in fucking
Gilgamesh
everything.
is everywhere.
Yeah. But Enkidu and Richard are both in Grand Order. Funny enough, speaking of Richard in Grand Order.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So he's essentially supposed to be the New Year's servant for next year in English, but they were like, you know what? He's not involved in any of the story stuff for the next year, so fuck it. Let's drop him early and just destroy everyone's fucking planning ahead with their quartz. It's so fucking funny.
This is why planning ahead is for the weak.
Yeah, just whale.
Yeah, you live on the fast lane with these gotchas.
So I've got 2 more things. Hansa's or members of Hansa's group said that Hansa. Does that mean there's another Hansa?
No, it's just a turn of praise.
Yeah, I think it was just a way of saying that. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, he might have a drill.
He might have a drill that pierces the heavens. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said, I would not rule this. I would not rule it out for Fate to this. I mean, this Fate especially to go. Hey, there's like a whole bunch of fucking Hansas that you can just stick his memory into because he's a fucking robot.
Remember, this is Ryogo Narita writing this.
Yeah. One
of the most chaotic authors of all Japanese history.
Yeah. So, like I said, I just would not have ruled that out. And then finally, fuck off. Why does Alcides get Cerberus?
Because one of his 12 labors involved catching and taming Cerberus.
That's still bullshit.
Also, this is like the 4th or 5th design for Cerberus in a Fate thing, so yeah. Just inconsistencies, I want to point. Speaking of the monster designs real quick, though, several of the monsters are actually like enemies in Fate Grand Order. Which is just like a neat little detail.
Some of them also appear in Samurai Remnant.
I'm not shocked.
Cool.
Yeah.
But no, Fate is still fucking good. Like, it's still definitely up there. It's still a very, very
I'm
enjoyable
very
show.
hyped for next week.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, we should probably move on to our next show, which is Fire Force Season 3, Part 2.
Speaking of crazy bullshit.
No, so they're just fucked now, aren't they?
In 12 different ways, yes.
I would not want to deal with those doppelgangers.
No. Because, let's see, I'm getting Benimaru, I'm getting Joker, I'm getting, I'm getting Burns in there, of course, and fucking what's-his-face from Hajima.
Yeah, I forget his name, but yeah, the fucking...
Oh, Kurono.
Yeah.
That fuckwad.
Yeah.
But yeah, the weird apocalypse, the great big apocalyptic oomphy has started.
The visuals they used for all of that, wow.
Yeah, no, shit goes fucking crazy. It is impressively visualized.
Yeah.
We're also down 2 major antagonists because Charon has gone kablooey and Giovanni has been bug zapped.
Which, good riddance, but I'll miss Karen.
Yeah, Charon is will be missed.
I like him.
Yeah, no, he was. I like that they fleshed out his relationship with Jaume a little bit. I wish they'd done it a little bit earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, because there's like hints of it, but they don't really get to the meat of it until now.
Yeah, and now Jaume has lost her last real tether to humanity, so that's fun.
Yeah, that's great.
It's not like she's basically like the Dark Messiah, effectively. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's gone to shit. I am glad that Arthur zapped Giovanni, but I wish he had been around a little bit earlier.
He was busy questing.
I know. We did get a good fight. The Giovanni fight was pretty fun. And it was nice to, not have one of the big hitters as, like, the main fighter there.
Come to think of it, sorry to interrupt. Come to think of it, it's pretty funny that he just walked away, because it's like, that's when you're playing an RPG and it's like, you know where you're supposed to go, but you see like this off path where it's like, oh, there might be something here. You walk there and then the party's just proceeding without you. So it's just funny. It's almost like a play on that.
I mean, also, like, what makes it doubly funny is that, like, this happens almost immediately after Vulcan's like, hey, Arthur, stick with us, okay? And then they turn around and he immediately wanders off.
Yeah.
It's very funny. But yeah. I am not looking forward to the next episode of this one, though.
I've seen the preview. Oh boy. I'm excited.
I posted the whatchamacallit, the gif of Ryan Gosling from Blade Runner just losing his shit in one of the chats, because, like, yeah, that's my. I know what's going to happen in the next episode, more or less, and I am not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not exactly looking forward to it either.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
That said, we are also going to be getting, soonish, we're going to be getting my favorite fight in the series, probably. So, that'll also
Yay.
be fun. I don't think it's going to start next episode, though.
We'll see.
We shall see indeed. Yes, moving from one sequel to another.
Let's move on to Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 2.
I can't believe we already got to the last episode of Frieren. That's...
No wonder the season
I'm glad
is
you
so
picked
short.
that screenshot.
Yeah.
So yeah, the season is taking a week off this week because of the Sports Olympics.
The Winter
the three
Sports
shows-
Olympics.
Yes. It's one of the 3 shows that's doing that. It's this, JJK, and Gnosia.
Gnosia is
yeah,
also
we'll talk
taking a
about-
week off because of other matters, but we'll talk about that next.
Yes. Very funny joke, though, with Frieren here. The Frieren yearns for the mines.
That guy really did make Frieren his. I mean, mine. Wait a minute. That's not how the joke works. Damn it, I fucked it up.
Oh, no. Oh, no!
No!
You have upset the natural order!
I failed.
I'm sorry, that joke will never get old for me.
Which one?
The Billy and Mandy joke.
Oh dear. You fools! You've messed with the natural
The
order!
order!
I fucking love it.
The Children Yearn for the Mines is also funny, but that one has a special place in my heart because
That's
I grew
fair.
up on Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Available soon on Tubi.
A lot of
fuck
things
yeah,
is going
let's
to be
go.
available soon on Tubi, which is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Please put She-Ra there next. I need
Yes.
that available again, please.
Yes.
But yes, back on topic.
But yeah, so Frieren was sent to the mines because of her debt, apparently.
I mean, yeah, makes sense. It's very funny that like they do this whole big spectacle thing about her effectively using a search spell.
Yeah, it was very funny. It's like you didn't have to go over the top for that.
But the anime watchers want me to aura farm. I gotta aura farm. Jeez.
But yeah, the debt was just an excuse to get Frieren's help with get them out of financial rough times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's understandable, but it is a little bit slimy. That it was like, okay, you're going to. I'm going to invoke indenture to make you pay off the debt.
Yeah. You know, you could have just asked. She would have helped for free.
Yep.
Though I do like the bit where Frieren pretty cockily like pulls up all of her cash. And he's like, "Ooh, this is a lot. It's not nearly enough."
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
But what? Oh yeah, did we talk about Fern and Stark States last time?
Oh no, I don't think we did.
No, because it was no, it was the week after we had our discussion. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was both cute and also a bit awkward. Well, that's kind of what you expect from those two.
Yeah.
And I like that it's like not a perfect first date or anything. It's like these two are still feeling each other out, trying to figure out how they feel about each other, really. So,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to understand what
and Fred's disappointment was mostly because Stark didn't choose the places himself. He had Frieren help him.
Well, it's not just that. It was also because, like, he was mostly just focused on making her happy rather than finding an experience both of them would enjoy.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Yeah. That's why he had Frieren help him.
Mm-hmm. And, like, yeah, no, it's like a romantic partnership should be, like, an equal one, not one that's one-sided, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a really cute episode. We also got some pretty cool Sakuga action sequences, including that one fight with the Axe Demon, which was apparently like 2 pages in the manga.
Okay.
Which is fucking crazy. How do you get like a 5-minute Sakuga sequence out of that?
Ask the Black Clover animators. They've done it a few times.
Mm.
Yeah. We got a lot of Sakuga this week. We can talk about some other ones later. But, yeah, no. I mean, Frieren's always going to be well animated. They put the sauce in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Is there anything else you want to touch on?
Not real. I question the existence of demons that just have axes like that, just in the wild. It's like, what's the story there? Where'd it get that axe? That's a pretty nice axe.
Mm-hmm.
Did it just have it?
Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot the fucking boss haft.
Oh yeah.
Imagine your whole life's purpose is to find this legendary liquor, and it turns out it tastes like shit.
But it's okay because the real liquor was the friends we made along the way.
And also watching other people gag on tasting the garbage liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a really interesting bit of philosophizing there, though, with like, is it better to let someone dream of something disappointing and be disappointed by ultimately finding their dream, or is it better to let them down beforehand?
Let them discover disappointment on their own.
Exactly. Let them drink shitty beer.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah. Still very good. And the series' sense of humor is just so fucking on point. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of funny series...
Funny is not the word I would use for these last 2 episodes, but let's move on to... Gnosia. Okay. So, before we get into the weeds here, we've had an announcement of the Gnosia, the epilogue.
Yeah, there's still 3 episodes left, and they're starting next week. So, yeah.
Guaranteed 3? I haven't seen anything about it.
It is listed with 21 episodes. Like, the series is overall listed with 21 episodes, and we've only had 18.
Alright, that's Mal, though. You know how...
They're usually inaccurate, but, like, at the same time, this is pretty, close to what I've seen elsewhere. Because I've seen, like, other, like... I don't recall where I've seen the announcements, but yeah. It is something that is more or less established. I'll have to double check the exact sources on it, though.
Either way, we are definitely getting more episodes, which is interesting considering we seem to get to the end.
It seems like a pretty definitive conclusion, huh?
I mean... We got the fucking epilogue texts for the rest of the characters.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Jonas dies alone.
Good for him.
That was very funny. Everybody else got like a pretty fucking big paragraph, and he just gets Jonas dies alone.
And then you have a couple of people disappearing like fucking Shigemichi, who was just like, Shigemichi just vanished and no one ever saw him again.
Rakio ends up helping to lead a revolution with Remnant and has a gloriously nude statue.
Which is also fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Are they like Liberty leading the people or some shit?
Don't know. I did see one of the, I think it was one of the dub VAs, quote retweet the announcement of, you know, the epilogue stuff saying, need to get the true ending, so there may be a true ending that involves, you know, Setsu and Yuri staying together.
So yeah, a lot of visual novels like Gnosia do have like a, Nmbr, you also are very familiar with this. They have like a regular ending or a normal ending and a true ending. So the true ending is usually unlocked by one of many different means, like 100%ing the game or finding all the bad endings or something like that. So in Gnosia's case, it is, the true ending is, well, I haven't played Gnosia, so I don't know what the true ending is.
I mean, I suspect it's one where Yuri and Setsu get to end up, not together, but certainly, you know, aren't split up.
The same timeline, yes.
Yes. You know, the original Yuri and the original Setsu get to end up, together in the same world line. But yeah, I don't know how to feel, cause
feeling a certain kind of way about it. Yeah, it does feel like an incomplete, bittersweet ending, even if there is all that epilogue text going on.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like we never really resolved the, Remnant, Kakrushka, SQ, Jonas stuff.
I get the sense that is part of what's going to we're going to get more on that in the last few episodes, because I don't know if it's going to actually, play into the Ultimate Resolution or anything, but I get the sense that it's going to, that is, the biggest hanging thread left.
Because
it would be weird if it doesn't get resolved.
That was Yuri's goal. Getting the information about that was Yuri's goal when they went into the whole interrogating Yuriko stuff and the 15-person run. Yuriko, who's, a whole fucking mystery on her own, and just hasn't been really addressed. But then it very much got taken over by the reveal that Yuri is a bug. And that was the focus for the rest of the run so far. Yeah, it just doesn't feel that satisfying.
Yeah. It is absolutely a fake out ending. No two bones about it.
I mean, they had the end graphic at the end of episode 18. There was everyone but Setsu. I'm willing to bet we're going to get one with Setsu. As I said, I'm willing to bet the true ending is one way where Yuri / the player character gets to be together with Setsu, because that has been the setup this entire time. I feel like.
Yeah. No, I get the sense that this is the normal ending of the game, and we're going to be getting the true ending now. But, to
be fair, I did like that Yuri basically went, okay, I'm dumb. I need to ask somebody for help. Rakio, help me with your big brain.
Help me with your big brain, and how the hell do you have such great abs? What the hell?
I mean,
you would make a great figure for a nude statue. That gives me an idea.
I mean, Yuri basically fucking tricked Rakio into helping them in episode 18. It's like, okay, you played me. I don't like that, so I'm gonna mess with you a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's very fun.
And then yet another fucking disaster befell the ship, because every fucking day with this ship, every day.
Yep. Also, the many deaths of Yuri, holy shit. That whole montage was fucking gruesome.
Yeah, it was very bad. So it was really.
You didn't see most of the deaths super explicitly either.
So it's really interesting. Bug is just a role in the game that you or somebody else can have.
I feel like they played it this way in the show just because it is a more linear narrative. And that it does play a lot into the overall ending of the story.
Yeah. From
what I can gather. So it feels like a pretty natural progression in that regard. But no, I get what you're saying.
I also have a quick question about, is sending the real Yuri into another universe not going to create issues in that universe?
I have no fucking clue. I guess it'd have to be a universe without Yuri. The universe without Yuri.
Sounds like a depressing universe.
Yeah.
Also, when they talked about save files, these save files were in fact the ones from Gnosia itself, the game itself.
Amazing.
I was like, I recognize those familiar save files.
Yeah. I love it when they lean on the fourth wall like that.
But yeah, I also imagine the last bit of info that Setsu needs is the fact that Yuri saved them on the planet.
That would make sense.
But while we're talking about this, look forward to us doing a fucking playthrough of the game in the at some point in probably the nearish future, because I think we both need to see what the
what the game version of all this is.
What the game version of this is. I mean, maybe by the time we get to the end of the show, we'll be like, oh no, it worked fine. No, it's actually fine. I'm satisfied. I mean, I'll still probably do a playthrough of the game, but maybe not necessarily on stream, but we'll see. Certainly, right now, that's in the running. That's in the plans.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Gnosia. Yeah, I think we really need to see those last 3 episodes, however many it's going to be, before we can truly judge this show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens next, for sure.
Anyway, we should probably move on to our next show, which is Golden Kamuy, the final season.
I do love that we got both Absolute Cinema and a title drop at the same time from good old Tsurumi. Nmbr, have you caught up?
No, I haven't been able to. I was only able to catch up with Hell's Paradise.
Damn it.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll catch up before the end of the season, I promise.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I've been busy.
I believe you. I trust you. I trust you.
No, you don't.
No, I trust you. For now. For now. But yeah, no, it's... Shit's gone crazy. We do, do you care if I go into some spoilers?
No, go right ahead.
Okay. So as I said last time, they figured out that you do not need all of the skins in order to solve the puzzle. You just need a certain number of the skins plus the code.
Naturally.
Which turns out to be the Ainu name of Asirpa's father. Interestingly enough. And we also get this incredible fucking monologue from Tsurumi, basically dictating what actually happened with Wilk and his conspirators in finding or hiding the Ainu gold, and how basically Tsurumi sowed this one little seed of distrust in the group that caused them all to turn on one another and kill each other. Until Wilk was the only survivor. Very
good.
Yeah. Tsurumi is honestly, like, once the show is over, I think Tsurumi will probably be one of the great anime antagonists. Because goddamn.
He's already up there for me. Like, he's always been like a real conniving demon who's always been entertaining.
Yeah, no, he's always been great. This season is just like cemented my opinion of him as like one of the greats. Like, it's hard to overstate just how good of an antagonist he is. But yeah, it's really good. It's really friggin' good. I cannot say it enough. But yeah, I don't want to go too deep into spoilers because I want to talk about this at length when you catch up, Nmbr.
And we will do so.
Alright, let's move on then to Hell's Paradise Season 2. We're in the end game now.
Yeah, they are cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's so fucking cooked. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
So let's deal with the last of the preamble first. Episode 17. Now, I didn't have the highest opinion of Aizen to begin with, because he got murked like a dumb motherfucker. But then, we learn he decided to train little psycho Shugen.
You knew all this from the manga.
I know, but I still don't like it. Shugen is a fucking psychopath.
Dude's a real fucking piece of work, yeah.
He's crazy.
Like, god damn. God damn. Like, honestly, like, it is fascinating how many contradictions are contained within that man.
Spot the liar.
The liar is lying. The liar said lyingly.
We've also now got the additional problem of the fact that Isuzu and Kiyomaru are clearly true Shugen believers. And Sagari has certainly had a crush on him, which, girl, you could aim so much higher.
Come on, girl, get better standards.
Shion, rightly went, okay, yeah, if Shugen's here, there's no way he's working with us, so...
I'm glad that he is at least, like... Yeah. I'm glad that we have at least one reasonable person within the main group in that regard.
I mean, that's sort of been Sagari's character throughout the show. She is that little bit more naive and inexperienced, and it's through working with Gabimaru and the others that she gains that perspective.
Yep. We did also get some really fun scenes, like the whole teaching bit with both Yuzuriha and Gabimaru using Sensei's glasses.
I expect it from Yuzuriha. It's hilarious that Gabimaru agreed to wear them.
Yeah, that makes it so much funnier.
It would be just disrespectful if it was just Yuzuriha doing it, but it goes over to hilarious with Gabimaru doing it too. It's even funnier because Fuchi is like, hey, those are Sentas, don't use those. And then
rightfully kind of pissed about it, yeah.
And then almost immediately afterwards, Gabimaru is using them too.
The other thing is we got introduced to Shija, the main ninja, voiced by Ayumu Murase.
Your favorite?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was also very happy because certainly when I read the manga, I thought Shija was a woman. No, gender unknown. So
I like the things that this series does with gender. It's very interesting.
Absolutely, but Murase is still not voiced a woman yet. It'll happen one day. It has to.
Murase is currently the reigning champion of anime boy or girl, so...
At some point, Murase will voice a female character. I believe in my heart. But yes.
He screams as he is dragged off to the psych ward.
Shisha is a very interesting character. We'll definitely learn more about them later on.
Interesting.
And then there's Jika.
Jika's just vibing.
Jika just wants to leave. My man just sees all this going on and goes, "Not my monkeys, not my circus. I'd like to go, please."
I'm just gonna take a step out here for a smoke break, if you don't mind, please and thank you.
I mean, it is interesting because he did manage to leave despite all the sea monsters.
Yeah, you get the sense that he's a third ranked of the Asaimon, and like, well, Aizen did get marked like a fucking punk. You do get the sense that overall they are more or less ranked based off of their capabilities. And Jika doesn't seem to bring much, if anything, to the table in any other regard. So you'd have to assume there's at least some combat ability there.
I mean,
because Sensei was ranked highly because of his intelligence.
I mean, it could be that he's intelligent and just lazy about it.
That is also a possibility. But the fact remains that he managed to get back to the mainland on his own through a sea of monsters.
He claims he can't draw his blade, but that could be laziness, it could be a true thing that we don't know.
He is almost certainly at least somewhat bullshitting.
Meanwhile, Chobe can go fuck himself.
Fucking backstabbing asshole. Like, I appreciate his loyalty to his brother and nothing else about him.
Because, yeah, he very much fucked the plan. Very much fucked the plan.
Almost like he fucked.
Yeah, he's also seemed to have gotten stronger after that little escapade, which is not good.
That little tryst, yeah. I'd say good for him, but fuck him.
So, we've got, thus far we've got Gabimaru and Yuzuriha versus Ran, Kantetsusai, Fuchi and Toma versus Jufa, Taufa, and Chobe, and then Shion and Nurugai versus Jujin, who I believe was Tensa's killer, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Gabimaru has the worst matchup despite being the strongest of our heroes faction. Go figure.
That said, fucking managed to manipulate Ran really well for his first phase. Unfortunately, it didn't do jack for the second phase.
Hey, why do I hear boss music? Fuck. Shit. I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, to be fair, I also forgot about phase 2.
How are you enjoying this number?
It just made me thinking, man, I'd like a game for this.
A game would be fun.
Honestly,
yeah.
a game for this would fucking slap.
Nah, I mean, I could see a fucking Dark Souls type game for this. I think that would work pretty well.
Absolutely. The real question is, how many swamps would Miyazaki put in? You know I'm right.
I mean, yeah. It was also really nice seeing Mei stand up to those, to the Tencent as well.
Mm-hmm. Her character growth has been a pretty quiet thing, but it's been very nice.
Speaking of Mei, I also liked that when she was trying to point out on Fuchi's drawing, Gabimaru had to lift her up to reach it.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously agreed to lift her up. But yeah, like, this continues to be a really fucking good show. So I'm trying to remember. So there were 13 episodes in season 1.
Yes.
So we've got 6 left. 5-6 left.
I believe so, yes.
So yeah, so there's
is that enough to cover the rest of the manga?
Yeah. Like I said, this is the end game. There's literally these fights. You know, the final fight.
They said they're leaving that island tonight. They fucking meant it.
Yeah, no, like Rien says, "Oh, it's all gonna end tonight," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, it definitely is." Like I said, we're in the end game. It's just a long end game.
Big long climax. Yep, that tracks.
It's a,
also,
you know,
love
it's
that
a
Rien has fucking. Love that Rien has fucking hack stat screens. Very nice, very fair.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, it's basically a bunch of fights from now on.
I mean, that doesn't shock me. It is a climax, so those can be quite long.
I mean, there's a bit of other stuff as well. There's some I think there's maybe a flashback or two and some character stuff. But as I said, this is definitely finale territory. It is just a case of, because there are so many fights, so many moving parts and characters. It's a long finale end game sort of deal.
Well, we still have half the season left, so yeah, it says it's 12 episodes.
Yeah. So as I said,
well, that's still enough for like 5 episodes of fighting and an episode of epilogue, basically.
To be honest, I'm not even sure if they're gonna do a full episode of epilogue, from what I remember.
I don't know. I haven't read the manga.
I have. I'm trying to remember it. It's been 3 years. Or is it 4? Oh god, it might be 4.
Time is crazy like that.
I hate time. But we should probably move on to our next show, which is, of course, Hell Teacher Jigoku Sensei Nube Season 2. Only got to 2 episodes of this, and there were 2 pretty decent episodes. The first one was focused on a being called Daidara Bocchi, who is like, I think something like mentioned in one of the like creation myths almost.
Goddamn.
And basically the episode was Miki getting real angry about stuff and demanding it change, and then Daidara Bocchi basically just going, I bet. Like, she sees some flowers in the shadow of like building that's being under construction, but the construction's been abandoned for whatever reason, and the flowers are dying because they're in the shadows of it, and she's like, why didn't this building just fucking move? And then the next day it's moved across the street. Then she's walking home and clotheslines a kid to stop them from being isekai'd by a car driving way too fucking fast down a single lane street. It's like, these fucking roads should be bigger and cars shouldn't be driving so fast down them. And when she wakes up the next day, the streets are fucking huge now, and they're a fucking school zone with like a 20-mile-an-hour limit. Daidara Bocchi just fucking follows through, man. He's fucking great. I love him. He's just a big fucking dude who says Daidara.
Oh, if only real life were so kind and convenient.
Yeah. Daidara Bocchi was just fucking great. The next one, also dealing with like a divine being, because this time we were dealing with Kirin, fucking lightning horse thing. And Katsuya, this is the second sort of story focused on him that he's gotten. As second time, he is absolutely like drawn the short straw in terms of what being he deals with. Because the first time he dealt with like the executioner spirit that nearly cut his head off, and now he's dealing with a fucking lightning spirit that judges your soul. And yeah. I mean, in the end, it judged him to be a decent person after he saved a dog twice. But yeah, it was not great for him.
You'd think once would be enough.
I mean, yeah, Katsuya brought it on himself because he like entered a protected fucking forest to go fishing, and So first he saw a sign saying, protected area, don't enter. Ignored that, went in. Then he saw, like, a literal fuck ton of signs saying, do not enter, keep out, stay away. And he still fucking ignored it. Admittedly to save the dog, but still, he ignored it. And then accidentally stepped on a rock, which fell in the water and killed a bunch of fish, which, as I said, Kirin did not take kindly to. It's hard to say he didn't bring it on himself, to be brutally honest, but yeah.
Dungeon Master's note. Ignored sign. Downgrade from lawful good to true neutral.
To fucking neutral stupid.
Chaotic neutral it is.
Yeah, no, it was a dumb move from him. Especially, as I said, it just feels mean for him, considering, you know, fucking Miki got stretchy neck and nice guy Daidarabotchi, and he's got two murderous fucking things.
Sucks to be him.
But yeah, Nube continues to still be pretty good. As I said, unfortunately, didn't have time for this week's episode, but no biggie. But we should probably move on to our next show, which is the Holy Grail of Eris.
Of course, you'd pick that screenshot.
I'm gonna be honest. I got to the end of episode, what was it, 7, and was like, oh shit, I don't have a screenshot. I remember that scene was pretty fun. I'll just pick that.
You cannot escape the faux real romantic turn, Connie.
Also, I called it. Cecilia was taking the drug on purpose.
Yep. Not surprising. Makes a lot of sense. The reasoning for it is
that's not what you were saying last stream.
Well, I didn't call the reason. I didn't catch the reason. Okay.
You didn't quite poo-poo me, but you were certainly doubting my theory.
Look, all I'm saying, I was questioning some of the reasoning, okay? I was fully on board with the whole thing of, yeah, she's probably taking it on purpose. The question is why. And now we know why.
Anyway, yeah, she seems to be like a big name in this Digimon group. Who?
Yeah.
Oh boy, they've been making moves for at least 10 years.
Oh yeah, they have their hands in all sorts of cookie jars, from the looks of it. Shit's not looking. Shit's looking pretty bleak because of these guys.
I mean, look, if you didn't see the fact that Aisha would be dead very soon into episode 7 coming, you've not been paying attention.
Yeah, no, the mystery was not going to get solved that easy, unfortunately.
To be fair, it wasn't even a case of. I think at that point Aisha had given her info. It's just a case of, you know, she could potentially lead. She could, at the very least, you know, exonerate Scarlet, which could lead to, you know, investigations into other people. And at that point, you go, yeah, there's some people who have definite, you know,
vested interest in not getting
vested
caught.
interest in that not happening. So
yeah, very curious that as to what the hell. What was her name? Deborah Darkian. Yeah. What the hell? What exactly her connection is to Gallus, rather? Because we don't have any clear information if she is connected or if she's just doing this to be an asshole.
I think she's connected.
I think she's connected for sure. We just don't know how deeply she's connected.
I mean, I don't think she's higher up necessarily, but I would probably put a mid-level, I would say.
She's either involved in the conspiracy at a moderately high level, or she's like a close partner of the conspiracy. Which, either thing is bad. But speaking of the conspiracy, that reporter lady Amelia dug a little bit too deep, a little bit too recklessly into that.
Yeah, she's taken that fall, and she tried to confront Cecilia openly. She does not have the brains or the clout to do that.
Nope. She is either dead or she is gone. Or both.
Well, Cecilia didn't kill her herself, so it seems like she's going to have a chance to leave. We'll see if she takes it.
Yeah. And we'll see if she leaves anything behind before she skedaddles if she decides to go that route.
We've also been introduced to a new pair of characters, San and Eularia.
Yes, I am very curious as to how they're going to factor in, because for right now they just seem like they've been added in to drop that little bit about the city
Map,
grid.
yeah, but I have a feeling they have another part to play.
Oh yeah, there's no way in hell those characters would be one-offs.
The other thing that was really interesting to me is Randolph confronted, I believe it was Scarlet's dad.
Yes, if I remember right.
Duke Castiel, about the Holy Grail of Eris, to which he denied knowledge, but then effectively told him, I know, but you don't have the evidence to prove it and actually make me talk. So, you actually want to figure stuff out. Cover your fucking bases first, dumbass.
How deep does this rabbit hole go? Let's start taking bets. But yeah, rabbit hole goes pretty deep by all indications.
That said, we're finding more and more. We are finding more, decent people. Obviously, we've got Abigail, who does seem to be, on the side of good. We had Kimberly Smith in episode 7.
Oh, she was a very fun and interesting character for how little we got of her.
I mean, she's sharp as a fucking sword. Instant, as like one little bit of info about the judge, and she figured everything out basically, the entire plan, and he was pulling it.
Honestly, though, that was mad fucking impressive. Do love how quickly the judge folded too. Very funny.
Oh, they did. They fucking baited him perfectly. I'll also say, Randolph, y'all have got to look after your prisoners better. They can't all keep being killed or committing suicide at this point. Come on.
Randolph, you gotta know how sus this looks, man. You gotta know how sus this is. Like, there's a conspiracy, right? You gotta keep a better eye on these things.
And we also know that Dave Gallus kidnapped that Prince of Faris.
For reasons unknown to us at the moment. But, I do love mystery shows like this, because there's a lot of stuff you can dig into with any given episode.
I mean, my only sort of negative for the show is I know we're not going to get the resolution to everything at the end of the show, because it is ongoing.
So actually, I did look into this. The series did have a conclusion, and then continued after the conclusion. The most recent volume is, I think, a collection of short stories and such.
Oh.
I'll have to double check exactly, but I think this is a either 3 or 4 volume story overall, and then we've had a continuation as a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that does explain why it's moving so fast, because there's a lot of stuff being covered in each episode.
So we had the original editions that were 4, and then the new editions were 6, and then, as you said, a short story collection.
So yeah, we are going to get a conclusion at least, if not the conclusion. We're probably going to get the overall storyline, the main storyline concluded, and then there will be some threads left hanging to pick up afterwards. But I don't mind that.
We'll just have to see. But yeah, Holy Grail of Eris continues to be very, very good. But we should move on to our next show, which is The Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife.
Hey, would you like a side of a action soccer guy with your cute slice of life?
Yeah!
They kind of popped off there.
I mean, I'm not sure I'd necessarily call it Sakuga. I think there were a few too many cuts for that, but certainly a lot more, detailed animation than has been typical for this show. Like, it definitely made me sit up and take notice.
Yeah, no, I was caught off guard, but I was happy and impressed with that.
I feel like the fucking animators have just been waiting for that moment for Jirachi to just go off physically.
Oh, an action scene. Oh, finally. Yes, finally. We could show off our chops here.
Yeah.
They were just camping at the bit there, I bet.
But yeah, I mean that whole episode was pretty good, focusing on the Oni kid, Yu.
So question.
Mm-hmm.
So, fairy tale. She calls it a fairy tale, but like fairies are probably a thing in this world. So wouldn't that just make it a tale?
To be fair, I'm not sure if fairy tale is the translation for the word Yako used, but I'm not sure if it means fairy tale in Japanese. I don't know.
It might just be a convenient turn of phrase translation, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Like it might be like folk tale in Japanese.
Maybe.
But yeah, you're right. There probably are fairies in this world. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so that like, would that just be tails?
Which tails though? There's a lot of tails. There's like 15 or so.
Yeah.
I mean, Mizunami had a pretty fucking big tail.
Different kind of tail, but yes. That episode was also really nice.
That was a good episode. I will say it's a little sort of with the light and karma stuff. I'm not sure necessarily how I feel about that. Though I did like the reveal that karma already knew.
Yeah. I kind of just write it off as like elf culture is different, so
that's fair.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't mind it like them portraying the culture, the fantasy cultures as being a bit different from the norm. But yeah. What was also really fun was just that whole ass segment with fuck, what was it? God, I'm blanking. Oh, the date. The date was really nice. Also fun was the Oni kid and his parents walking in on
oh yeah
Yako
on a rather passionate moment.
The parents immediately reading the mum covering Yu's eyes and then immediately reading the room and going, all right, your present is going to be out here, we'll just leave, don't worry about it. Also, confirmation, Jirachi is a bobcat.
Yes. Bobcats and lynx are related, I think. If I remember right.
Yes.
I don't have the taxonomy off the top of the head.
But yes. Yeah, it was nice getting a bit of focus on her as well, and
she's self-conscious about her spots and stripes, which is that's interesting. I like that a lot. That's not something I really considered in this world, but that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, bobcat is a species of the lynx genus. Cool. That's the taxonomy. Cool. Sorry. Carry on.
We also had Yako get completely hammered, which did not help her much.
Yeah.
I'll also say, when Tonomi asked why does she always want forgiveness for things, the answer is almost certainly trauma.
So on related to Yako getting hammered, how much do you think the average anime character has for alcohol tolerance? Because like I'm pretty sure the average is quite low because a lot of them get really drunk really easily for comedy.
Probably, I would say 3 or 4 beers, maybe a glass or 2 of whiskey. I mean, I'm no expert.
Fair. Yeah, no,
yeah, no, this show continues to be fun and sweet. I doubt we're gonna get too much more in the way of, you know. I think the most plot we'll get is similar to, you know, episode 7, where it might get a bit more serious for a portion of the episode.
I don't mind that, honestly. It's nice having a pretty sweet slice of life romance.
No, absolutely not. You know, the show is absolutely good enough at the character stuff to pull it off.
We have a good season for romance, I think, overall.
No, definitely.
Yeah. And plus, the main relationship is being developed at a good pace.
Mm-hmm.
But we should probably move on to our next show, which, speaking of romance, is Isekai Office Worker. The Other World's books depend on the bean counter.
All right, Arash, you need to calm down a little bit, man.
I'm almost on the other side of things of, say, you need to wise the fuck up, man.
He seems keenly aware of his feelings. I just don't think he's quite ready to deal with that.
Here's the thing. There was a moment in episode 6 where it seemed like Sei was aware of Arash's feelings. And then he just kept saying stuff that made it seem like he had no idea. Like he didn't know why Arash bought a house for them both.
I think he just didn't expect him to be this forward.
That's fair. But, like, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of Sei going, I wonder why Arash is doing this. When the answer is so very clear. It's right in front of his face.
I guess it sort of depends on how you interpret, like, what he means by what he's saying and thinking, I guess. Because I took it as, like, he's aware, but, like, he's just surprised by, like, how forward he's being and how he's going out of his way so much for him.
That's fair.
So, I think he underestimated the powers of feelings. But that's my take on it.
I mean, yeah, as said, like, in another show, I probably would get, like, annoyed and angry at Arash for ignoring Sei's boundaries, but at this point, it's just too obvious for me to put too much blame on Arash. Like,
problem with it per se, it's like, oh wow, you down, boy, down. Yeesh. Just lighten up just a little bit, man.
I mean, to be fair,
wow.
To be fair, also in episode 6, I believe Arash did think, yeah, I know he knows, but he's obviously focusing on the big kingdom-changing stuff, so I'm just gonna, enjoy what I can have with him right now. I think at this point, he's just basically going, alright, how far can I push this before Sei finally has enough and actually talks to me about this?
It does feel like he's at that stage, yeah. He's testing those boundaries even further. It's like, all right, okay.
Come on, dude.
What I'm getting from all this is that there's very little left up to interpretation from anyone but the densest of dense people.
I mean,
no, they fucking.
I mean,
they literally fucking.
To be fair, Sei has said they have only gone all the way twice, and that was only in, like, the dire circumstances. But the point is that Arash has bought a house for them both to live in and keeps sleeping in the same bed as him.
Yeah.
So we're talking about neutron star guns. Gotcha.
Yes. To be fair, it is partially because of Seitra's well-being, but it's also very obvious that it's like, no, it's not just that.
Yeah.
It's not just that.
If it was just that, like, Arash would not be hanging around Sei so much, fucking bothering him about his well-being.
Yeah.
In terms of the actual plot side of the show, we had some interesting stuff in that Sei seems to have come up with a way of stopping the miasma for good.
Mm-hmm.
or at least more consistent.
Without using an isekai maiden.
Yeah, without summoning some poor girl from another world.
Yeah, which Yua seems pretty happy about. She's like, all right, get me out of here.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It has been interesting in the sense that she clearly she's been enjoying the isekai-ness, probably as a fan of that stuff in the real world, and hasn't really thought it through necessarily, and Sei has had to sort of prod her and go think about sort of the implications here. She definitely hadn't realized that they weren't going to send her home once she'd done her job.
Yeah, which is yikes.
That's pretty fucked up.
It's like, she has friends and family at home. She has a life to live.
Which is better than the average isekai protagonist, unfortunately.
Yeah, because they're actually acknowledging, we want to get back home.
I mean, that's the thing.
But what about my power fantasy?
There's not much of a power fantasy going on, is the other thing.
No, not really.
At the moment, Sei's power fantasy at the moment is competent bureaucracy.
Oh, that is a true fantasy right there.
In economics.
Yeah. And like having bosses that actually listen to him. That's his fantasy at the moment.
Also, so Prime Minister guy is actually a good dude.
It seems so, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that still doesn't want to trust him, but the further we get where he hasn't done anything overly sketchy, the more I'm sort of going, did they just did they just bait and switches there? I don't know.
I think we weren't supposed to be too sure about him, but the more we see, the more I'm like, okay, nah, he's a good dude. It certainly seems that way. I'd be surprised at this point if there was a heel turn.
I don't know. I think there's definitely a possibility. Because at the moment, it seems... Sei seems to be... The stuff he's doing seems to be, helping the Prime Minister. There may come a point where that stops happening and he turns on Sei, but... Yeah, for now, just I don't know. Maybe I read this show wrong in having a plot like Holy Grail of Eris, where there is some big political conspiracy going on in the background. Because it seems more, honestly, there seems more incompetence than outright malice.
Occam's razor, baby.
Yeah.
Also, just posting something in the chat that may or may not be accurate. I don't know. Regarding Isekai, that is. Is it accurate or not? You decide. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Not inaccurate, certainly.
Yeah. more or less.
I think certainly general, and especially in the more stereotypical isekais, yeah, that's definitely correct.
Yep, thought so.
But yeah, so now Sei is investigating the church. It'll be interesting to see again whether there is a grand conspiracy happening here, or if it's one bad actor or just straight incompetence.
And it seems like there is some sketchy shit happening at the church, as it often does in anime.
Well, there's only one way to fight straight incompetence. Get competence, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to.
No, it's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I 100% appreciate the show for how openly gay it is.
Yeah, it again, it went full force on that real quick. So yeah. I'm like, all right, okay, sure, why not?
It's in no way sort of oh yeah, they're together, but we're not really gonna show them that together. No, every, I would say, third scene is Arash and Sei engaging in some form of intimacy.
Good for them.
Also, that ED is just just so gay.
Yeah.
It is so gay.
Again, I mentioned in the 3-episode check-in, the fucking OP takes a good, I would say, minute of the minute 30 runtime to remember that there are characters other than Sei and Arash.
But like the ED is more blatant about how gay this shit is.
Yeah. Also,
just listening to the lyrics in English, it's like,
God. I haven't
alright.
done that. I'll need to check that. Okay. Also, Nmbr is a distant relation to the royal family, which I think we know what needs to happen. We need to get him on that throne. It'll be so funny.
Yeah. Please, I want to see the consequences of those actions.
Ist also a pretty fun character.
Yeah. He just wants the good funding.
Yeah, it was funny how shamelessly he asked for more money.
Honestly, respect to him, man.
Yeah,
he knows what he wants.
Complete respect to him. Also hilarious how when Sei was giving his proposal, he let Ist give, his little speech and then went, okay, he's done his job and his rambling is now hindering us, so Zoltan, hook him, get him out of here. But yeah, no, this continues to be pretty good. I'm interested to see where they'll go with the church, certainly.
Yeah, I'm surprised by how well developed its world is and how there's an actual plot, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, it's managing to split the focus between actual plot and the developing romance pretty fucking well.
Yeah, and that's good. Most isekai don't have that, so...
Most isekai have, every female character just go, well, I guess I'm in love with the protagonist now. And just leave it at that, basically.
Now watch as I breast boobly all throughout the scene.
I mean, yeah. But we should move on to our next show, which is Journal with Witch.
Oh.
Yours is so fucking good. God damn it.
Yeah. So, first things first, Makio and Kasamachi seem to be in a casual physical relationship, I would say, at the moment.
Currently, yeah.
I'd label it as a situationship, blooming into something a bit more, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're clearly attracted to each other. They clearly like each other, but I think they both are sort of agreeing, yeah, cohabitating is probably a step too far for us.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
We'll see where that goes, yeah.
Other big thing, Emery is very, very heavily implied to be gay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm shocked how quickly Makio clocked her as well.
Yeah. Fucking fried green tomatoes.
Yeah.
Amazing call, yeah.
But we're also getting a lot more stuff with Asa and her mum, which has been very interesting.
That is a deep trauma well to mine.
We're now sort of 4 or 5 months, I think, post their deaths. Because it's summer break and they died just before Asa's middle school graduation, which was what, probably February, March-ish?
Yeah, I'd say late winter. That sounds about right.
Yeah,
because
they
graduate early mid-spring.
Summer being June or July. So yeah, as I said, 4 or 5 months, and it's clear there is definitely Asa has gone from sort of numbness to straight up anger.
She is dealing with a deep pain.
That she died. As well as, testing her boundaries with Makio a bit more as well. I mean, Minori is an absolutely fascinating character because we got so much that I would say illuminates her personality, her decisions in episode 7.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff there, especially regarding her inferiority complex.
So,
both towards herself, her idealized self, and Makio.
so,
Not to mention,
so I,
what the fuck is wrong with her? Sorry.
So I wrote a big sort of paragraph, sort of summing up what I think was happening. So I'll just read it and see what the two of you think. So Minori seems to have had a pathological need to do the right thing and be seen the right way, though it seems like she didn't actually sort of become self-aware to that until her 20s-ish. That also drove her to criticize Makio because Makio didn't, in her mind, do the right thing or care about how she was seen. And yet Makio seemed happy, had friends, and, eventually became successful, which, threatened her mindset. As I said, she became aware of this and that it wasn't making her happy, but it was too ingrained in her to stop. So instead, self-flagellated. She tried to avoid doing the same, instilling the same thing in Asa, but fell into old habits. Especially when it seemed Asa was falling into the same traps of what Makio accused Minori of having, which is not caring about anything. And then, because Minori kept up this air of perfection, it's now a shock to Asa to learn these negative things about her. And I don't know. I don't know how Asa's going to, move on from this because she's very much gone into it with the wrong mindset.
It's a very twisted cocktail of pride, shame, and self-loathing. Not to mention, there's a weird thing with Asa's father as well. It's very unclear why he doesn't want to marry Minori.
Yeah. I mean, the fact is, it doesn't seem like he was at all interested in being a father to Asa. And we get a bit of a hint of that because Asa notes that her dad didn't really talk to her that much. And the fact is that all of Asa's thoughts so far have been focused on Minori.
Yeah.
So it seems as much a case of her dad cared enough about Minori to not, leave her a single mother, but not much beyond that sort of thing.
I also get the sense that regarding their dynamic, it was not just distant between Asa and her father, but also distant between Minori and Asa's father.
No, definitely.
Which does bring up the question of why she hooked up with him and wanted to marry him in the first place.
Well, I think
if it was a case of they fell out after she got pregnant, or if it was before that.
I think it was a case of she felt like she was being left behind by her friends, and got with almost the first good seeming man that she could. We saw that scene where she lied about actually getting married to him. It's clear that she, again, as much as she realized that it's something that wasn't making her happy, she craved validation from that group of friends. And otherwise isolated herself. Michiko, Emery's mum, clearly knew very little about her.
Speaking of that, the series has a lot of fascinating stuff to say about motherhood in general. And one of those fascinating things is when Makio is talking with Michiko, one of the first things Michiko says is, "You're one of the first people in a long time who has talked to me as someone other than Emery's mom," which is just a really interesting insight into how mothers are perceived and how and the culture around motherhood. Just a lot of really fascinating stuff to unpack in these
definitely.
episodes.
Absolutely. I mean, we also got some more stuff with Markio and her clear neurodivergence. I mean, in episode 7, Emery outright asked Asa if she was neurodivergent, which, 100% yes. We also had the scene at the start of episode 6, which I'm sure, sent a dagger through every neurodivergent person's heart when Asa said, why can't you do something so simple as keep the room clean? It's just like, God, I feel that in my soul. Fuck off.
Oh, that hurts.
Fuck off, show.
Also, I'm 99% sure that Makio has either ADHD, autism, or both.
Definitely, I would say 100% autism. I would say probably 70 to 80% ADHD.
Yeah. That both of them, either or both, would be unsurprising.
I don't think it's an either or. I think, as I said, it's either just straight autism or ADHD.
Yeah. It would not surprise me. It makes a lot of sense.
So, but it's very interesting. I mean, fucking teenagers and their blunt as fuck questions. Emery just going full frontal on, hey, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a relationship? Why don't you have a relationship? I heard about this Kasumachi guy. Why aren't you dating him?
She does the same thing with Emery too,
No, Emery did it, and then Asa did it to Emery in episode 7 about, hey, do you want a boyfriend? Why don't you want a boyfriend? Would you be cool with a girlfriend? Which, the silence was rather telling there. As well as the panicked expression, unfortunately. And it's another sort of instance of Asa unfortunately being unintentionally insensitive.
Yeah. God.
But it's this show is very interesting. And
cold take, I know.
I mean, I feel like there's definitely also stuff that where seeds have been planted and we still haven't gotten to the resolution of them yet, which I'm looking forward to.
Anything you want to add to this number? Because there's so much stuff to unpack with this. I don't know if we're missing anything.
I don't think so. You pretty much clocked everything I was going to, so.
I mean, we also have Tono, the lawyer, sort of looking after
that guy.
The guardianship, which was... I mean, hey, I appreciate him for being so cautious and on Asa's side, even if he did, bull rush Makio.
Poor Makio. Oh, yeah. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. Kasumichi and him talking with Daigo about his depression was really interesting.
That was really interesting. Out of universe, quite neat that he was depressed, because again, he's not the type of character that, would be depressed in other shows. And it, also very neat how realistically it was depicted. I also think it was really interesting that the question Makio asked was, how much did you sleep? Because, obviously we had Asa sleeping a lot in the earlier parts of the show.
Yeah, with
So
depression, you either sleep a lot, or you don't sleep a lot at all.
So, you know, it very much felt like Makio was as much asking over concern for him as much as, you know, going, hey, Makio's, Asa's also been sleeping a lot. Is this maybe why? Okay, yeah, she's depressed. Not surprising. Also, speaking of Tono, he doesn't engage with any fictional media, which is fucking wild.
Yeah, what does he do, man? Like,
I
what?
don't know.
Like,
I
what do you
don't
do?
know.
That is insane.
Like
I don't know anyone like that. How? How does that exist?
It's like, oh. I like him though. I like when he's first introduced. He seems like that asshole lawyer type, but it turns out he's like, oh no, I'm just like, I'm chill. I'm serious about my job.
I'm serious about my job, and admittedly, Makio was slightly, you know.
Yeah, she
didn't
gave
help
up not
herself.
a great first impression.
Yeah,
which is fair.
Didn't help herself by, understandably, not picking up a number she didn't recognize. And then obviously,
habits.
Obviously, the 300k yen withdrawal, which, you know, I totally understand why he was like, looked at that and went,
Well, that's why you leave a voicemail, damn it.
I mean, yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't pick up numbers I recognize unless, and you know, if they really want to get through to me, they'll leave a fucking voicemail. I'll go, okay,
Exactly.
it's this person. I can call them back.
Exactly. That's what I always do. If I don't recognize that number, leave a message. I'll call you back.
At this point, I just need to fucking like change my like fucking answer phone message to, look. If you genuinely need to get in touch with me, leave a message about why, and I will get back to you. Otherwise, if I don't recognize your number, I'm not picking up.
Yeah.
It's a good approach.
Also, some interesting stuff with Makio and Minori's mum. At the start of episode 5. In that it
is clear that the woman had a very strained relationship with both her daughters.
So I think the message that has been sort of the through fare so far is you can love somebody and still do them wrong. Because we had that with Makio Minori's mum here. Where it's clear that she loved them. It's so clear that she loved them. And yet it's also clear that she over-criticized Makio and controlled Minori's life too much.
Not to mention, she also did the golden child thing with Minori and Makio, putting Minori on a pedestal and criticizing Makio.
Yes, and it's clear it certainly, you know, contributed to their issues. We also had the stuff with Kasamachi's mum, where, you know, again, it's clear that she loved him, but it's also clear that he recognizes she made very distinct mistakes. And, you know, he doesn't have... As a result, he doesn't, you know, have as close a relationship as, you know, he necessarily should. Or, when I say should, in the sense of, you know, is typical for parents sort of thing. And then obviously we've got, you know, the relationship between Minori and Asa, where, again, it feels very clear that Minori loved Asa. Maybe the only thing she loved in the end. But that doesn't mean that she hasn't caused major issues for Asa. So I think, you know, the resolution to that is going to be very interesting, and what route it takes. Because I think we've seen quite a few shows sort of do that concept and then not end up executing it well. Because we've seen
It's very interesting.
We've seen too many. I would say we've seen too many shows, too many series, both in anime and in Western media, that go the route of you've done damage to me and I'm still going to forgive you, sort of thing, and still gonna have a full relationship with you. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what side of that Journal with Witch falls on.
Yeah. It might even take, like, the whole forgiveness thing, but put a lot more nuance and spin on it, rather than just it being the clean way a lot of media portrays it.
I mean, the fact that we have multiple examples of, well, certainly we have a couple of examples so far of, that kind of relationship is more than a lot of shows do, because we've got, Makio and her mum, where, there hasn't been a full split. We've got Kasamachi and his mum, where it does seem like there's been a fairly full split, and obviously we'll see what happens with Asa and Minori. Obviously, Minori is dead, there can't be that much of a relationship, but it'll be interesting to see how Asa feels about her in the end.
We need to do like a podcast or something about parents and anime, because this is like one of the most interesting examples of how to balance that, how to explore that, and like.
I'll put it this way: I'll be absolutely shocked if there isn't at least one solo article about this on Anifem in the future.
Oh, I would be absolutely I'd be shocked as well if there wasn't. There's just so much to unpack here.
Yeah, there's so much nuance to unpack here. But we should probably move on to our next show, which is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3.
This is a very nuanced show that doesn't have any... that's, like, not blatant at all with anything.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, I love this show, but yeah. The show is, there are words for the show, but subtle isn't exactly the word I would pick.
Yeah.
But honestly, there's a time and place for that, and JJK is a good time and a good place, usually. Except, when Elder Tours are fucking everyone up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we've got the formal introduction of Kirara and her power set, which is some crazy bullshit.
I love astronomy.
Yeah, no, it's kind of funny, too, because we'll find out Hikari's exact power set later on down the line, but Kirara's is interesting because it is very much a case of, oh yeah, this is normal power. This is the kind of powers that JJK or the higher ups like because it's more traditional, quote unquote. And I guess it is traditional, but it's also fucking crazy bullshit.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, those fucking stars, am I right? But no, it's fun stuff. I am a bit sad that this one also got put on hold for a week because of Winter Sports Olympics.
Yeah.
But hey, we still have had some... we've had the formal introduction to Tokyo Colony Numero Uno.
Yeah.
And, yeah, let's see how that's going to play out, right?
So I don't watch the dub, but there's an interesting casting choice. Yuri Lowenthal is Hikari.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw clips. I am a huge fan of Yuri Lowenthal. I don't agree with this casting, personally.
Yeah, he doesn't... Honestly, I would have gone. There are like several other actors I would have gone with above Lowenthal. Samet would have been interesting just because he's already voiced by Zoro and stuff.
Exactly. That's my first thought there. And nothing against Yuri. He's doing a great job with what he's given. But I think it was a miscast
for this. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing about his skill as an actor. It's just I just don't think it's a good fit personally.
Speaking of casting, though, we are also getting a certain Zeno Robinson voicing Kashimo.
Which is fun.
Yeah, I saw that. Speaking of Zeno, he's gotten super into Kagurabachi and has dragged Alejandro Saab in as well. So,
hell yeah!
I saw that. That's funny.
Honestly, if Zeno Robinson is in Kagurabachi when that anime drops, because we know that anime is going to drop at some point.
Yeah.
I'm very curious as to who he'd play.
It would be interesting.
Y'all are thinking about that right now.
I am thinking about it, but that's a discussion for another time, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we got some fun, slick action sequences from the entry into Tokyo Colony #1. We also get that fun bit of Hikari being told, "Yeah, Megumi's head of the Zenin clan now. Can we be friends, Fushiguro-kun?" And then we get the little card in of the Zenin clan was wiped out the next day.
Yeah.
I fucking love Maki.
Yeah. Also, we meet everyone's favorite gremlin, Kogane.
Oh yes, the Kogane is fun.
Yeah.
They put a lot of effort into animating it properly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know you're complaining about the double premiere, Mill. I'm pretty sure the double premiere was to compensate for the Olympic break. Because I'm pretty sure this was scheduled well in advance. Mill's gonna just channel that hater energy like Sukuna, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to my guns. I think double premieres are bad.
I can think of it being justified in some cases, but yes, I get it.
The only one I will even slightly concede to is Oshinoko, and that's it.
Yeah.
Every other instance I've seen, it's not been worthwhile.
I'm not quite as harsh as you are, but I do largely agree that usually a double premiere pushes me away, because it's like I don't want to dedicate like that much time to just one episode when I just want to watch one episode.
I also just don't think think most of the time they're just not paced well enough.
There are some cases where it's kind of like necessary, whereas like they want to get to a certain point and there's no way they can fit that into one episode without rushing the fuck out of it. But yeah, I'm a little bit more generous than either of you two, but I still understand the wariness towards it.
Yeah. Because every time I see an hour-long premiere or even longer, I'm like,
yeah.
I think subconsciously I just write shows off at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, do you remember fucking what was it? My Detective Is Already Dead.
Oh, the detective's already dead. Oh, that fucking show.
I hate that show so much.
That had a double length premiere for no fucking reason.
But it was bad for other reasons than just the double length premiere. A lot of other reasons.
Okay, question, Mill.
Mm-hmm.
So hypothetically, if they took a double length premiere and they split it into two parts and they just released them both at once, how would you feel about that?
I mean, that's what Jujutsu Kaisen did, and at that point, I just go, why didn't you leave it until next week? Like, again, the issue is that as I said, again, the vast majority of them are not paced like a 40-minute hour-long episode. They are paced like 2 or 3 episodes stuck together. And as a result, it feels like shit. Because, again, with fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, with Sentenced to be a Hero this season, I watch it and I just go, 23-minute mark. You could stop right there and it would be perfectly fine. Jujutsu Kaisen could have left off for a week on the cliffhanger of Yuta killing, in inverted commas, Yuji. Sentenced to be a Hero had a point where they could have stopped and it would have been absolutely fine, but they kept going.
I think it was more awkward in Sentenced to be a Hero's case because there was it was more than just 40 minutes of content.
Like I said,
so either you have
that is I think the issue, that if they want a longer than normal premiere, they have to pace it properly, and the vast majority of them just don't.
So it just occurred to me that another reason why JJK may have done that is because there was like the theatrical showing of like the early part. I don't know how much it covered, but like
like half recap of Shibuya, and the other half is the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, okay, that's probably another factor then, because technically those had been released in a form. So yeah, I don't approve necessarily, but there's the logic.
Logic is there. I just don't disagree with it.
Yeah.
Fair. But back to the show itself. We do get this fun sequence of Yuji just wrecking a couple flying folks, and then finishing one of them off with a kick to the nards, which was funny.
Yeah.
It's extra funny because of the manga.
How's that jujutsu?
It's extra funny because of the manga. He just kicks the guy in the stomach. He did.
Oh. Okay, then that's an improvement.
Yeah, it's funnier. I made it 10 times funnier. Also, crazy that the people in the colony already have just are like spawn camping everybody at this point. Anyone who new gets spawn camped.
I mean, to be fair, isn't it a thing if they go too long without earning points, they get killed?
Yes.
So I don't blame the weaker sorts going, might be best if we just, try and get some easy pickings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I think it's funny for meta reasons. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Mel.
Yeah.
Have you been reading Modulo Number?
Not in a while.
Okay, then I won't spoil you. But yeah, JJK continues to be fun. I am disappointed that there's no new episode this week, though. But yeah.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, or do you want to move on?
I think we can move on, again, with just the 2 episodes, and there wasn't a lot necessarily that happened, so I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Sounds
right.
about right.
Let's move on then to Love Through a Prism. This has actually been getting pretty good. It's been getting really interesting the last few episodes. So episode 4 introduces another Japanese transfer student called Shinosuke, who is here to study sculpting rather than painting. So this is one where I'm not 100% sure, because it feels like there's been an sort of script error. Because when Shinosuke and Lily first meet, he says that his English isn't very good yet, and Lily offers to, teach him some. And then the next day, when they meet each other at the school, it's revealed that Shinosuke's English is actually better than Lily's. And that doesn't really get sort of like brought up at all. That like it just sort of happens, which makes me wonder again, makes me go, was that what happened there? What? This seems wrong, sort of thing. I don't know. Like I said, every so often there's something that just feels off with this show, with the script or the translation or whatever. I don't know. But the episodes 5 and 6 were very good. They were focused on the group. Well, in episode 4, it's revealed that Kit is actually Christopher Church, like a part of a big-time noble family. And the group...
Is that a name I would recognize?
No, it's not a real family.
Okay.
I checked.
Fair.
I checked.
You would know more than I would.
Yeah, no, I check everything to do with history in these shows, and I did make sure to just have a quick Google of things and go, okay, no, they're making shit up here. But yes, the group gets invited.
Far be it from me, a fiction writer, to berate someone for making shit up.
But yes, the group gets invited to, I believe it's the like holiday home rather than the main family house. And again, it's very interesting. We get a bit more insight into Kit, who's very much the black sheep of his family, while his dad and brother are very big on hunting, very skilled hunters. Kit doesn't like it. Lily accidentally eavesdrop on an argument between Kit and his brother, where his brother is demanding he take his role to the family seriously in case the brother dies, which, considering the time period, is not all that unlikely. We are,
This is what, late 1800s?
Early 1900s. We're most a decade away from a lot of men around that age being killed.
Oh no.
And yeah, Kit very much making his point that he does not want to be in charge of anyone or anything. And then we got to episode 6, which was 38 minutes long.
You're going to watch an extra long episode and you're going to fucking like it, Mel.
Here's the thing. This was paced well. This got to the fucking end of the episode and made me go, you're fucking ending there? Fuck you guys. Because they basically, so it's the group gets invited to a ball that the church family is holding. Unfortunately, Lily didn't have space for any formal wear. She decided to just bring a bunch of art supplies instead, because of course she did. So, upon hearing this, Kit gets his family maids to spiffy Lily up and provides a dress that gets everybody's head turning when she turns up. The fucking band then gets them to dance by playing a song, and as it turns out, A, Kit is betrothed to another, big time noble, and B, the dress he provided was his mother's. His dead mother's, I should also point out. And Lily understandably gets fucking pissed about that and rushes back to the room, takes it off because, it was an expensive dress to begin with, which creates a lot of pressure, and then the pressure of it belonging to his mum and creating expectations that she wasn't initially aware of, that she doesn't want to fulfill. Yeah, I totally get why she stormed away. She then goes out to try and draw something, comes across well, Kit's fiance Catherine follows her out. I'm still not sure whether she's gonna be like the mean girl or if she's actually sort of like an okay person. The jury is very much still out on her. But the episode ends with all of Lily's friends looking for her and her lost out in this gigantic fucking estate with a sprained ankle. And Kit having figured out where she might be and running out to find her. So, yes, I was very much in a case of fuck you for ending it there. I wanted to see more. Because, yes.
That's it? Where's the rest of it?
The dynamics here are very interesting. And hey, I'm just appreciative that this show, which, you know, it's a fucking, it's a Netflix original, so it's only on Netflix. And it's taking advantage of that by fucking, you know, if there's an episode they need to make longer, they're making it fucking longer.
I wonder if they're going to do the same thing with Steel Ball Run.
I don't know, but not enough fucking streaming shows do that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Cough, cough, Percy Jackson. Cough, cough, One Piece live action. You guys aren't on TV. You don't need a set fucking, you know, episode time.
To be fair, they didn't have set episode times. They did vary it. It's just, I think all of them were under an hour.
Anyway, that's beside the point. The show, occasionally the show makes me wonder sort of how good the actual, you know, translation is or how good the actual script is. But then it also has points where I'm going like, oh shit, this is actually really good. I'm really fucking getting into these characters. And obviously it's Studio Wit, it looks beautiful. There is a very distinct sort of watercolor style to the backgrounds, which I like.
That's nice.
But yes.
Also, just looked it up. The One Piece live action varied from 50 minutes to an hour, and it's hour 5.
Anyway, yes, I've been quite liking Love Through a Prism. I'm definitely gonna keep watching it. But we should move on to our next show, which is Medalist Season 2. I've only watched an episode of this.
Here.
And yes, Jack, you've finally been able to watch it.
It's finally fucking here. Oh my god.
So I'm at episode 2.
I like the premiere.
Number, I believe you're at I'm at episode 3, sorry. Number, I believe you're at episode 2, and Jack, you're at episode 1.
Yeah.
Which, great, okay.
Blame Disney.
Yeah.
I do blame Disney
weird.
for a lot of things.
There's been some shit happening there, which we'll probably never actually find out about. But yes, the premiere is very good. Where is it? Where's the premiere? There. Oh, no, God, no, it's not even that one. I'm losing track of where...
Good?
I'm looking for my premiere notes so I can talk about it. But I forgot it didn't air in time for the premiere stream, so it's not in that set of notes.
Whoops.
So yes. Yeah, we're introduced to some new skaters.
There's a lot of names that go by very fast. I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember all of them.
That is fair. If you want, I will resend that fucking image with, you know, their names over there, over what they look like.
That would be appreciated, yes.
Because, yeah, even me, who's read the manga, probably this bit a couple of times now, I still needed to check that to remember names at times.
In fairness, I don't think all of them are going to be sticking around this whole time.
No, because we've got 15 skaters that are going into 5.
Yeah.
So really only 5 will remain fully around. But
Look, I love a tournament arc as much as the next guy, but like, not everyone in the tournament arc is going to be as relevant as the rest.
We also had Inori emulating Tsukasa's high energy, which fucking fantastic.
The little bit of her just like going all fiery was just amazing. 10 out of 10, no notes.
And then she puts a foot in it by asking an Olympic skater how to get to the Olympics, which is breaking some kind of etiquette.
Look, she's a child. I don't think anyone reasonable would hold it against her.
God, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Give me a second. Where is she?
One Mississippi.
Irika did.
Like I said, anyone reasonable.
Irika's super popular in the fandom, despite that fucking first impression. Or maybe because of it, I don't know.
I am not one to pretend to know the minds of the fandom. Do you think you know them better than I do, Mill?
No, because I'm barely in the fandom. I'm barely in any fandom.
How about you,
really.
Nmbr? How much?
I hang on the outskirts of fandoms because I know what they're like.
I'm largely the same.
As am I. I'm mostly a lurker with regard to these things.
So sometimes if I get deep enough into something, I get desperate to talk to someone about something.
Been there. That is a fucking dice roll.
Yeah.
We also had fucking Inori nearly falling down the stairs and Koichi catching her and doing the fucking stupid routine.
Her expression was fucking hilarious in that
She
bit.
did not know how to react to it. No. Medalist, this is some really good stuff for Medalist Season 2, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, what did you think of the new OP?
I liked it.
I've watched it like a dozen times already.
Okay.
What? No. I'm shocked. There are actually several good OPs this season. It is going to be fucking hard to choose.
Yeah.
But alas, we must.
But yeah, I look forward to when you get to some of the later stuff, because it's very, very good. I will say,
First you source material reader.
I'm also just ahead in terms of Season 2.
I know.
So in terms of episode 3, which is the only one I was able to watch for this because of the dub being behind. I'm not going to go into specifics, but I watched the big performance in that episode twice, once dubbed and once subbed.
Damn.
There was a moment where I think the animation let down like a big moment in it a bit, and then was compounded by the dub VA's performance not matching up either.
That's unfortunate.
But overall, it was a good performance in terms of how it was, the production values and everything. As I said, just little bits that I'm just looking at and going, okay. Again, maybe not massive in the grand scheme of things, but just stuff I, as a source material reader, am noticing.
I mean, Studio Engi's production is a lot better than most, so most of their output, rather.
I mean, this is better than most of its output. Yes, absolutely. There is also
I still can't believe we're getting another season of The Detective Is Already Dead. What the fuck?
I don't know. Also in episode 3, there are a couple of absolutely fucking hilarious scenes, so I look forward to your reactions to that as well.
I mean, I laughed out loud multiple times in episode 1, so damn.
No, genuinely, probably one of my favorite gags in the series is in episode 3.
Damn.
But
we have a lot of really good sequels this season, speaking of which.
Yeah, we should probably move on to our next show, which is My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2. We're finally getting the Aizawa flashback stuff.
Yes,
oh boy.
The important part of My Hero lore that was not in the actual series proper for some reason.
Absolutely fucking wild, by the way. Absolutely wild that they did that. I have to imagine that Horikoshi basically went, shit, this is going to be important, but I don't think I can necessarily fit it into the main series. Hey guys, doing Vigilantes, do you mind doing this? Yeah, sure, we like Aizawa. Aizawa's fun.
My one criticism of this flashback, or my one significant criticism that's not just minor nitpicks, is it is pretty poorly integrated into the main story.
Oh, yes, yeah. Absolutely. It kind of just happens.
Just slapped on there.
To be fair, we've seen worse. I don't think the setup for, what was it, Hidden Inventory arc was particularly good.
No.
It came out of nowhere.
The arc itself was a banger, but...
The arc itself was great, but the fact is that it just sort of happens with no warning.
Yeah.
At least here we knew we were going into a flashback.
Flashback.
There, I didn't even quite realize what was happening until the end when Gojo woke up.
It was all just a dream. No, everything of that happened. What the fuck?
We also had Midnight Namuri coming in for some stuff in episode 5, going undercover.
How the hell did she get away with that outfit? How the fuck did she get away with that
outfit?
Well,
she didn't is the point.
No, I know that she did, but how did she last with that outfit for so long?
To be fair, fucking Hagakure is naked for a large part of the main series, if not the entire main series.
Yeah, but she's invisible. Like, you can at least hand wave it with that. Like, all of Midnight's goods are on display, basically.
She's in a Flash's long coat.
Exactly.
Look,
it's funny, so... But still. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Shit. My train of thought is missing right now. Go ahead.
So episode 5, we got the mixer, which was very fun. Pop, please have a bit more self-respect and don't, stop chasing after Koichi so obviously. Then we get it more into, again, the overall plot, which, quite frankly, Pop and Koichi are quite just separated from.
Knuckle Duster is more involved in the main plot. He's only been in the season for 1 episode.
Yes. Did you, Jack, as the person who's not read the manga, did you get the reveal involving Knuckle Duster?
Oh, that he's O'Clock?
Yes. Okay. I couldn't remember how clear it was. This was an episode I watched right after the fucking last stream. So
the reveal is pretty fucking blatant.
I was pretty sure that was the case. I just didn't want to, I couldn't remember. I can't remember what I'm hiding and what I'm not.
You'd have to have worse reading comprehension than the average JJK reader to not notice it.
Yeah. But yes, also confirmation that he did in fact get his quirk stolen, which is why he's quirkless in the current day.
Mm-hmm. Yep, makes a lot of sense. And yeah, one thing I will note, and this is a localization / dubbing thing. So when I watched the episode with Knuckle Duster coming back, it was the only subtitle track available for the English dub was just the closed captions, and that it didn't translate in the Mandarin at all.
Yeah, I had to go over to the sub for that.
Yeah, same. And it did annoy me quite a bit.
I do think they have now added subs for it.
Good. They should have done that from the start, but I'm glad that they have added it. They've added it now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally get that. It's also nice. It is nice that even though Knuckle Duster is not, going and talking to Papa and Koichi, he is still checking in on them. But yes, he is clearly getting into some shit. Because we do learn that the villain factory is engineering widespread trigger outbreaks to test quirks and kidnap anyone they find interesting, which, that MO sounds familiar for some reason.
Uh-huh.
Wonder who it could be. Wonder who could be behind the villain factory.
Yes. Who could it possibly be? Nmbr, do you have any guesses?
Nope. No idea.
So something we haven't talked about yet is Obero. This is our I would say main sort of exposure to him, and he is a very fun character.
Yeah, he's a really he's a fun dude. Too bad we already know what happens to him.
I mean, yes, we know tragedy is coming. I also question whether it was right for him to keep the kitten inside his cock and balls cloud, but hey. The kitten seemed fine. Also, of course, Present Mike had a fucking podcast in school. Of course he did.
How do you know he doesn't still have a podcast?
I mean, he's got his radio show, which is effectively his podcast.
True.
And we got introduced to the hero formerly known as Prince.
Dang it! That's what I was gonna mention. I knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very subtle with the character design there.
I believe his actual fucking hero name is something like his Royal Purpleness.
His Purple Highness, I believe.
His Purple Highness, that's what it was. His Purple Highness. But he's Prince.
Which, again,
everybody knows he's Prince.
It's about as subtle as a brick to the face.
Yeah.
And apparently he loves a good bone, which, of course, he does.
Hold on, let me get the soundboard thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yeah, just the next episode is going to be painful.
I don't have the pain thing on the soundboard, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's as close as you're gonna get. I'm using it as much as I can while I still have Nitro, because I canceled it because of Discord's fuckery.
Absolutely fair.
But yes.
But yeah, I mean, we knew from the second we were actually getting this past arc that tragedy was coming, but yes, definitively it is going to be covered next week. And it's going to be very sad.
Boy, oh boy.
But we should probably move on to our next show, which is Roll Over and Die.
These past couple episodes have mostly been fun. That one adventurer asshole Dane is still sticking around like a fucking cockroach, which is annoying. But he's largely served his narrative purpose at this point, so I don't know how he hasn't died yet. But now Flum is back in Selden in the capital, and one of her old adventure pals from the hero party, Eterna, is back. And it turns out, no, Jean did not inform the rest of the party that he had sold Flum into slavery. He just told them, yeah, no, she fucked off and left. And Eterna is pissed when she finds out the truth. Shocking, I know. People with standards. And as it turns out, basically everyone else who finds out the truth of what happened with Flum leaving is like, Jean's a piece of shit, fuck him. And or if I get my hands on him, I am going to wreck his shit. Mm-hmm. Which, again, understandable reactions. But speaking of those reactions, we also get introduced to I'm going to mispronounce that name. Ottilie, I think it was. I'll have to double check on the pronunciation on that one. But you know the redhead who pops up briefly in the flashback of Flum being joined into being recruited into the heroes party. Mm-hmm. She shows up and she is a member of the Royal Army, and also a disaster lesbian extraordinaire.
Right.
Like, she has a full-on, like, happy meltdown over her crush. Everything about her crush's appearance that she finds beautiful, including unconventional stuff, like the backs of the knees, the webs between the fingers, her nostrils, which for some reason that gets bleeped out.
Okay.
It's a funny bit. And she's a fun character. Helps liven up the cast a little bit. But yeah, overall, there is also the bit of conspiracy of, oh yeah, there's the church is up to some real fucking shady shit, and part or all of the government is likely in on it. So yeah, that's fun. Looking forward to seeing how that unravels. But overall, yeah, I'm enjoying myself with this one. Also, girls, you ain't subtle. This is a very gay cast, which is to be expected of a Yuri series. But yes, let's move on to another series involving heroes and superpowers.
Let's move on to Scum of the Brave. Did you watch today's episode?
Did not have the time.
Okay.
Lot happened?
I would say a fairly significant tone change.
Darker tone? Damn.
Also some reveals that I called.
Interesting. Well, I'll probably watch that episode as soon as we're off the call then. Most likely.
But the two episodes we've got, the first one was the Sarah focused episode, which was good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like Yashiro's dynamic with all three of the girls. I think they've all been pretty good.
Yeah.
But we also had a reappearance of the dude Yashiro fought in Yukine's episode, in episode 3, I believe.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Where they seem to be collecting animals and mutating them.
Yep, I remember. Why did they need the panda for the core of that thing?
I don't know, but it was gross.
Yep.
And then the episode ends very interestingly with a maid from Sarah's dad offering Ishino a place on a task force, as well as 18 million and as much E3 as he wants, because which he turns down because he doesn't want to work with Arthur.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff going on with this guy that I'm very curious about.
I mean, I said it at the end of that episode. while the three kiddos are wearing Yashiro down, there is absolutely some bigger plot going on in the background, involving the mutation stuff and some shady stuff in Brave Society.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The real question is who all is involved in this shady stuff conspiracy.
And then we had episode 6 with Yashiro training the three girls, and he is actually a good teacher, because while he's not teaching them he's not teaching them how to win these school bouts that they're worried about, he's teaching them how to survive in the real world, which is people aren't going to play fair.
No, of course not. Why would they?
And, it's interesting going through their weaknesses. Sarah's being cautious when she can sense the strength of her opponents. And obviously being cautious isn't necessarily a bad thing, but being overly cautious is.
Yep.
And then Aki is apparently just a mess, but mostly because she refuses to fucking go for, mortal blows against anybody.
Yep. Meanwhile, we get the "You're perfect, baby. Don't worry. You are my favorite" treatment for Yukine.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's the favorite child now.
She's got some stuff she can work through, but nothing major. And
The problem is she is apparently very stupid academically.
Yeah. To be fair, Yashiro is probably one of the better people to teach her how to think tactically, because that's like a big part of his power. And then
a big thing that makes his power work well.
Yeah, and then we had the two fuckers turning up. One of whom now has a mutated arm.
Oh yes, if it isn't the fucking.
And then obviously episode 7 today. I will say, Jack, the title is Death of a Brave.
Yeah, I saw that. I am concerned.
I was concerned as well.
Sometimes you just see an episode title for something and you're like, fuck, some shit's gonna go down and it's gonna be a bad time.
The one thing I will say from this episode, Jack, what age would you say Yashiro is?
He looks like he's in his late 30s, but I'm gonna say he's 27.
He is early to mid-20s. Because there is, I will say, there is a flashback for him where he says, 7 years ago, I dropped out of high school. And I'm like, what?
The fuck?
That at most makes him fucking 25. What the fuck? He does not look and act that old. Or that young, I should say. Anyway.
Anime, fix your problem with showing characters their actual age.
Anyway, I'm still really enjoying Scum of the Brave. I think it's not an amazing show necessarily, but it's one I distinctly enjoy every time I watch an episode.
It's been pretty fun, yeah. I wouldn't put it high on my list, but it's still something I've been enjoying pretty actively.
If it had better animation, if it had better production values, then I think it would probably be near the top of my list. But alas.
But speaking of shows about heroes with superpowers,
let's move on to Sentenced to Be a Hero.
Did you notice I used the same transition twice?
I did.
Darn, I thought I was being slick.
No,
not really, but
not at all.
I know I'm not. I know I'm not slick. But yes, we get the end of the big fortress arc, and now everyone's enjoying a nice relaxing day off. Wait, what are those people doing here? Why are they trying to kill us? Oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, god damn it. So yeah, the fortress defense arc, it was pretty interesting and had a lot of cool action. Had some interesting lore stuff going on there too, because there was a big reveal about, oh hey, there are some humans working with the demons. And that's not good. That's very not good, because they are basically helping the demons wipe out humanity for fanatical culty reasons, from what I can gather. So that's nice. And there's some degree of implication that they may or may not have been infiltrating society and or influencing society in some way for a little while. But yeah, even more unsettling is that a demon lord is posing as a human now and pops up at the end of episode 7. And yeah, he looks human up until he gets char roasted by a dragon, in which case he starts turning a lot more eldritchy and horror-y. So yeah, that's fun. We've also met all but one of the titular heroes. We meet the Dragon Rider, whose name escapes me at the moment because I have watched too many anime and there are way too many characters and everything.
Entirely fair.
Jace. Jace, that's what his name is. Jace and his trusty Mount Neely. Oh yeah, the last dude who hasn't been introduced yet is voiced by Yuichi Nakamura. That's interesting. But yeah, we also find out that Xylo has a fiance. And Teorita has a fucking jaw drop into a scene transition over it, which is very funny. Like, I love the trope of a character just having a shock expression and immediately just transferring over to the next scene like nothing happened except they moved to another location. Like the expression stays the same. It's a very fun visual trope in my opinion. But yeah, so yeah, there's the whole thing of them going out in the town, having a fun time, right up until they realize, oh yeah, we're being targeted. Fuck. All right, let's deal with this shit. But yeah, really enjoying my time with this one. Honestly, this is one of my favorites of the season. It consistently looks very good, and the story is very interesting. The characters are quite fun and interesting as well. They bounce off each other in a really fun manner. But, can't think of anything else to say right now. So if you'd like to move on to something a bit lighter.
Let's move on to Tamon's B-side.
The show continues to be funny as fuck. Though it has had some darker undercurrents recently.
I'm going to be honest, this is starting to wear a little thin for me.
You're not enjoying the jokes as much?
Yeah, well, here's the issue is, I don't like Ori. I really don't like him.
I don't like him either. He sucks.
And the show has, tried to do the whole recovery job on him. I also don't particularly like Kato. And the show's tried to do a recovery job on him.
With Kato, at least, I can kind of see it of him being, a stickler and a bit of a miser, but having, reasons for it. Ori is just an asshole.
And then we've got the romance development between Utage and Tamon.
Yes. That old minefield.
And my issue sort of is that I don't think the romance can genuinely develop until Utage properly confronts her hero worship of Tamon. And it seemed like there might actually be something about that happening in episode 6, and then it didn't. Because like, Utage was clearly sort of put off by how intense Tamon was about making the cake. And it's like, this is a prime opportunity for Utage to sort of, examine her behavior and see how similar it is and go, might not be the best course, and, tone it down a little bit. That has not happened. There's also sort of the scenes where Tamon is putting on his on-stage persona to convince Utage to do something that feels kind of gross. I don't know.
I kind of get it. To a degree, anyways. At the same time, it's a case of the show is very exaggerated in a lot of ways, and even with the stuff that's like more realistic, it is still quite exaggerated. So it is very much a case of this show is aiming to do a lot of stuff as larger than life and just downright unhinged in some ways. In a way that I don't think is meant to be portrayed like super like realistic isn't the right word, because this show has never been realistic. At the same time, like, at least some of Utage's lack of reaction to some of the stuff Tamon has been saying and doing, I think it's a case of she is trying her best to, like, willfully ignore it, partially just because of what she knows about the culture around idols. Because there was that bit in, I think, episode 3 or 4, where her friends are like,
if Tamon is seen with somebody, we're going to kill them.
Yeah. The exact phrasing they use is, we'll murder the bitch. Yeah. So it's like, some of this is definitely just her, like, being willfully oblivious. Even if it is subconscious on her part. But, like, I get the whole thing about the lack of romantic progression, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon in the series, is the thing. And not all romances have to have, like, very clear, obvious progression.
I don't know. It just... I feel like we've taken 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back. And we're now at the point before all the Ori bullshit. While still adding in Ori and now Kaito. I'm especially unhappy with, Ori being interested in Utage romantically.
I don't think that's going to wind up really going much of anywhere, to be honest. I don't think he ever had a chance in the first place, so...
The issue's not whether he has a chance, it's how long Ori keeps it up.
There is also the part of me that thinks that the show is probably just going to run through each and every one of the boys in the group and show, like, the true hidden face behind the mask for each of them. Because... I
really hope the other 2 don't end up being some flavor of asshole, because it was exhausting when fucking it was fine with Ori because it was just the one, and then Kato turned out to be a flavor of asshole, and it's just like, you can't just do this for every single one of them. The reason it worked for Tamon is because he's not an asshole.
So I think I have an idea of one of them, because I think I caught a cameo of him in his civilian identity.
Oh, you mean the fucking random encounter in episode 7?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome.
Yeah.
So I think his face behind the mask is that he's a fucking otaku.
Fucking nerd,
which,
yeah.
Honestly, much more interesting than him just being an asshole. Yeah. I mean, I'm sticking with this. I'm enjoying my time with it. It is by no means the best show this season, but, like, it's still a fun time overall, even if I can understand why you might have qualms with it.
It might just be a case of my mood coming into the episodes. I don't know, but yeah, I just not feeling. And again, considering we have so many good romances this season, I just feel like this isn't quite measuring up in the same way.
I mean, you've already cut off several shows because they were not as good as this one, so I don't know. Well, not specifically because of this one, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's up to you. You're the one watching this. You're the one. It's your time.
We'll see. I'm not saying I'm gonna drop it. I'm just saying I'm not as happy about it at this point.
Understandable. It's fair.
I mean, not that one. Not that one. What the fuck is Tamon there? So 13 episodes. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 more episodes. Again,
most shows are at the point where they're like episode 7 or 8 now, or 6 for some of them.
Like I said, I think I'll see how it treats Tall, Dark, and Handsome.
Yeah, we're either gonna get him or the short blondie next, so we'll find out which one we get. But I'm thinking it's Tall, Dark, and Handsome because we actually got that little.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it wasn't. To be fair.
Just have to wait and see.
But yes, we should probably move on to. There was a cute girl in the heroes party, so I tried confessing to her.
This dude went full fucking Chuny. You can't see it, but the sword on his back is shaped like a fucking lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually some dark stuff in a couple of the episodes before it switched back to more lighthearted, silly romance bullshit. What with the other country's hero, who is kind of a piece of shit, actually, and gets his ass beat as a result of it. Meanwhile, the main hero is also, well, he's not a piece of shit, he's just an oblivious dumbass, which... How many heroes do we have in fiction who are just oblivious dumbasses? Is that just, like,
Too many.
Default for... Is that just the default at this point?
Well, it's, like, you know... It's so they can, you know, keep the fucking romance chase going, rather than, you know, actually have to deal with the couple being together, which for some reason writers are terrified of.
Because writing romance well is hard even on the best of days, and writing romance well when they're actually together is even harder, apparently. I don't make the rules, though. I think it's a dumb thing, and I think it's a skill issue. Get good. But yeah, here it's less insufferable because it's a side character, and the character being frustrated by it is also a side character. So it's not nearly as obnoxious here. So maybe start doing that instead, writers. But yeah, the central romance has been progressing along slowly but steadily. They even had a fun little Valentine's episode, which was cute, even though I have no idea. It does bother me a little bit when just straight up fantasy settings have, like, regular Earth holidays with no, like, explanation whatsoever. It is a bit silly.
What was it here?
It was Valentine's Day. Just straight Valentine's Day.
Sorry, I missed. Was not paying attention.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, yeah. It's sort of my issue with fantasy in general, where I just feel like it's a missed opportunity to not, you know, try and get creative with a name. I am not super familiar with Discworld, but they do a really cool thing where it's like, instead of Santa Claus, it's the Hog Father. Yeah.
Doing the Winter Festival thing.
But like, I vividly remember I brought this up with Seventh Time Loop, where they created fireworks at the end. I was like, I feel like it would have been funnier if they'd come up with a funnier and just like more entertaining if they just come up with a name that was like nothing like fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels like a missed opportunity.
I sort of get it with fantasy works that are also already like really large scale and super complex. Like, you can't be asked with like the minor world building stuff like holidays, but like, it can't be that hard, can it? Like, just make some shit up if you need to. Yeah, we're celebrating Gabagool Day. Where we throw spaghetti in people's faces. Why do we do it? I don't know. It's Gabagool Day. I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point. Anyways, show's still fun. I just have that one minor nitpick with it, but that's a broader nitpick that goes beyond the show. Still a fun time. Still pretty cute. It is doing that thing where it's a bunch of minor characters also get paired off. Though not all of them are romantic pairings, to be completely fair. And I did find it really funny when it was revealed that the Guildmaster was married to the head maid of the protagonist's crush. That was a pretty fun reveal. But yeah, overall, enjoying. But we should probably move on to another lighthearted show.
Let's move on to Tis Time for Torture Princess Season 2, Core 2, whatever it is.
Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Damn, I missed an opportunity to say Part 2, Torture Boogaloo. Whatever. Yeah, this continues to be very funny. There's a bit where the Demon Lord gets a mouth ulcer and has to take time off, and he spends most of it exercising, doing other relaxing stuff, and spending time with his daughter, who continues to be a precious being. And the contrast between his appearance and his actual demeanor is very funny. And all the other stuff in the show is also funny. It's just, this is one of the funnier gags, in my opinion. Just the Demon Lord being a very affable, well-reasoned guy while looking like that. I love appearance dissonance. But, yes. I have been talking a lot this stream on my own. Why do I watch so many shows? Oh, God.
You do this to yourself, my friend.
Yeah.
I do this to myself, yes. Maybe I should just do what you do and just say, like, I'll talk about it at the end of the season.
It would be fine.
Yeah.
Not too late for that this season. Anyways, we can move on.
Let's move on then to Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider.
Honestly, not a whole lot to cover this time. Nakao's, his boys, his underlings, they walk in on the Batman's plot to use idols to make everyone join Shocker. And they try escaping, and Nakao helps them, but they start getting overwhelmed, and they sacrifice themselves so that Nakao can get away. Although it's he believes they're dead, but it's shown that they most likely just ended up being brainwashed as well. So now he meets up with Tojima, and they're gonna start training together to fight the Batman and and stop his scheme. And it's pretty much where we're at right now. Just some training, while some of the others are investigating further. Yeah, fun stuff. It's an excuse to see these characters bounce off each other more, which we only got in limited amounts, but now they're part of the same team. We're getting more of that, and it's pretty fun so far. These guys can't help themselves but fight each other while they're trading, so it's It's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Just building up to a big showdown here.
But is it the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny?
No, that's we're probably not getting that in the first season.
Damn.
Is it the final countdown?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's music. That's music.
No, good stuff.
Some music.
Alright, let's move on then to tune in to the Midnight Heart.
The show continues to be quite fun.
Yeah, lots going on.
The gag of them each trying to hide under the bed was so fucking funny.
That was so funny. It's like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? They all just, oh my god, taking turns being insane briefly. Jeez.
I love these idiots. They're so funny.
Yeah. They're a lot of fun. And Aris is just asleep the whole fucking time. I thought he might have been faking it past a certain point, but no, he was actually out of it.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know which is funnier, but both outcomes are pretty funny to think about.
Mm-hmm. And then he ends up eating a lot of cake.
Yep.
And then they play Jenga, and then he eats more cake.
Damn, Arisu, how come you get to eat so much cake? It's not a blessing, it's a curse. Yeah, that bit was very funny.
Yeah.
Also, gotta love the teacher just straight up fucking taking credit for everything going well.
Yeah. I like Lemon a lot. She's very funny.
Oh yeah, no, she's great. Do love the bit of her be like, help me, I don't want to talk with this guy any longer. The fucking gym teacher dude was...
Yeah.
Oh god. Just so unaware of the effect he had.
Yeah.
But yeah. Who's your favorite of the girls so far? Or do you not
Honestly,
have...
it's hard.
It is.
I like them all a lot, and I've come to like them more and more over time, so it's hard to choose just one. I think
they bounce off each other really well.
They do. It's hard. I guess I might be leaning Rika slightly, but I don't know. I love all four. They're fantastic.
I have a slight bias towards Nene, but I am a tsundere fan, so that's just my brain.
She's a lot of fun. I think she's one of the better tsunderes in anime, so I appreciate having a good tsundere for once.
Mm-hmm. One who's not just entirely premised on the gag of punches protagonist really hard into the stratosphere every time they're slightly flustered. Damn. Not wrong, but damn.
I have a grudge against that series.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, I love all four. Regardless of what the result of this ends up being, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah,
So.
honestly, there's not many harem series where I'd say like I wouldn't mind the outcome regardless of who won.
Mm-hmm.
Because like all of them have like things going for them with their respective dynamics with Arisu so far, which helps a lot.
Yeah, they all genuinely have good chemistry, which is nice to see in a series like this.
Yep. I think it's also just like doing a good job of showing off like these girls all have dreams and aspirations and they are actually trying to work towards them, even if like they are both self-sabotaging, just having a hard time with it overall.
Yeah.
because, as it turns out, getting into any creative industry is going to be difficult. Especially like one that's most voice industries, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show is so fucking fun.
Yeah, and the ongoing mystery is fun as well. We genuinely get small hints here and there where it's like, oh, is this maybe the case? And then we get something else where it's like, oh, okay, well, all right. Apparently, they all like the same extremely niche band. That's very funny.
Curiouser and curiouser, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. It's fun, and yeah, no, it's just a good time.
It's a very good time, and it's nice having a protagonist that isn't a slice of white bread.
Yeah, he actually has personality, unlike 99% of harem protags.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah.
To, make it interesting and fun.
Mm-hmm. But no, it's a lot of fun. Occasional visual jank aside.
Yeah, that is my big criticism of the series. It does look janky at times.
Yeah.
But, yeah, unless you have anything else.
No, I'm having a really fun time with this one. This is becoming one of my favorites of this season.
I'm having a good time as well. It is good.
I think we can move on.
All right, let's move on to our penultimate show, which is Wash It All Away.
I'll be honest, as much as I'm enjoying this one, I do not have a lot to say about it. It is just a fun, chill slice of life show.
I mean, yeah, with the one episode of this that I watched, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. It's nice for relaxation, but it's not super substantive. The most recent episode did have Kinmei getting on social media and starting to see the consequences of blowing up on social media and getting a shit ton of service outside of your usual workload. So yeah, no sign of her burning out or anything like that, but it is very clear, like, oh god, I was not prepared for this. Holy crap. But yeah, overall, still a fun show.
Still been sort of weird scenes with her and the male lead?
Yeah, there have been. So there's one bit where during a cultural festival thing where they're doing the whole she's climbing up a ladder and she has a mask on, and then she falls off on top of him, and it's left ambiguous whether or not she accidentally kissed him when she fell on top of him. That's about as much as has been shown so far recently that I can think of off top of dome, though. I don't like it. It is the one aspect of the show I'm not really a fan of. But overall, it is. It also has mild bits of minor fan service, kinda, but it's been really light on that in that regard. It has a very light touch on fan service, which is that bar's in hell, but it has quite successfully cleared it. But yeah, we can move on to the final show.
Let's move on to You and I Are Polar Opposites.
I love this show.
Fucking adore this show still. No offense to it, but surely the sub is not as funny as the dub. The dub is so funny.
I think they both have their own advantages, but I have been just exclusively watching the dub almost outside of episode 1, I think.
Like, when Yamada, or when they were all studying at the start of episode 4, and Yamada was like, my plan is opening the 8th gate, you're gonna die for a D. Just fucking so funny. And part of it is the delivery as well.
Delivery.
Like, the incredible delivery of just, you're gonna die for a D? Just absolutely fucking perfect. Like...
Speaking of Yamada, though, Looks like he actually has a girl who is very interested in him as well.
Yes and no. It's more that he's interested in her, and she's like so socially awkward that she is taking as many chances as she can to interact with him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the two are just hilariously awkward towards each other. So.
Oh yeah. Like, Yamada doesn't know how to approach this, and Nishi doesn't know how to approach anybody.
Yep. So you get that whole awkward thing of, oh yeah, she puts a long statement, and he's like, yeah, that's cool. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Also, on the subject of that, the fucking QR code for Yamada's line info does actually go to a real website.
Oh boy, where does it lead?
It goes to a website they've created that's like, you are now Yamada's friend. You are friend number blah blah.
Amazing. I love it when shows commit to the bit like that.
Yeah, no, which great commitment. Absolutely great commitment. Also hilarious that when Yamada asked for help, like talking with Nishi, you had the three reactions of Suzuki, who was genuinely happy for him, Taira, who was utterly dismayed and continues to be one of the funniest parts of this show, which is saying something, and Azuma, who was so excited for the drama.
Yes. I love the spectrum of reactions. It's great. Meanwhile, Tani's over here in the corner just like, please leave me out of this.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'll help if you ask me, but please, God, don't ask me.
Ask me as an absolute last resort and nothing earlier.
Yeah. Episode 5 was also a very important episode because it was the first time we didn't get a mention of Gazpacho.
Damn.
So it's the worst episode.
Clearly.
But we did get them in episodes 4 and 6.
Wait, isn't episode 5 also the episode where they go on a date? The movie date. Or was that? No, that was episode 3.
No. So episode 5 was the introduction to Nishi, and then we had Tani and Suzuki's study date.
Study date, that's what it was. Complete with a fun vegetable gag, plus the
grandma finding out and teasing them, which was great.
Yeah, that was fun. Episode 6 was also fun because we actually met Suzuki's kinda sorta ex.
I hated that entire situation because fuck off, dude. Come on. You refused.
It was just awkward.
You refused to say no to not asking her out, like, and made fucking Suzuki be, effectively the bad guy in that situation. At which point, of course, she said yes because, even more pressure, and she has a need to be liked.
Social pressure is a hell of a drug, as it turns out.
That said, I did like Rihito's very sensible and rational way of dealing with the awkwardness, which is, I'm just never going to get into a relationship ever. Then I won't have to put up with the awkwardness of potentially losing a friend.
So that's completely reasonable, though.
And then a, actually quite deep moment where Suzuki went on a rant of saying it's bullshit that having had partners in the past automatically makes you unpure. Which, entirely correct. It's bullshit peddled by the patriarchy towards women.
Yeah. And I like that, though Tani was awkward about it at first. He was like, yeah, no, I'm sorry about that. You're right. I am happy to go that we're going out, and they even start going on a first name basis, which is pretty cute.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, this show isn't. Tani and Suzuki don't immediately communicate because A, A, they're fucking teenagers, and teenagers are fucking dumb. Even the smartest teenagers are dumb. And B, obviously, this is the first time they are, properly dating anybody else, and, they don't know the exact, thing to do yet. But they do eventually communicate, and they actually talk things out and work things out, and it's just great.
Yeah. It's really cool and wholesome and awesome and nice. And
another gag from that episode as well. Asuma bumping into somebody, looking up, hopefully thinking it could be a love at first sight thing, and then seeing Tyra and just getting disappointed.
Tyra also just has this low-key offended reaction to it too. It's like,
it's so funny.
The fuck did I do?
In terms of dates between Tani and Suzuki, we also had the festival date in episode 4, which was very cute.
Yeah. They're just such a fun, wholesome romance, which is very nice.
Yeah.
And it's actually more nuanced and complex than most fun, wholesome romances, which is also nice.
Also, the segment where Suzuki went out shopping, not like fully with makeup and nice clothes sort of thing.
Oh yeah, going out dressed all sloppily and unmade up like a lot of people do at that time of day.
And like, look, I knew immediately at the start of the segment Tani was going to show up. I knew as soon as Suzuki denied it would happen, Tani would immediately show up, and yet it was still fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no. It's one of those things where you can see the punchline coming from a mile away, but damn, doesn't
the execution is just perfect. And then, obviously, Suzuki and Yamada, like, torturing Tyra at his job. Please don't make a scene at our grand opening. Challenge accepted. Yeah, no, this show is just so fucking funny and good. I'm absolutely going to read the manga at some point. Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure it's all up on Viz.
I think there's like maybe one volume not up.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'd have to look, and I am very tired right now.
That's fair. That's certainly what I remember last time I checked. It might have changed. I honestly don't remember, but even then it should get put up at some point.
I'd be shocked if it didn't, especially with the anime airing.
Yeah, 65. Nope, it is all up on Viz. Oh, I thought there was some channels missing. I'm not going to complain. I'm very happy about that. Also, yeah, another show where I love the fucking OP. Watch it every time.
The OP is great. A lot of good OPs this season, god damn it. A lot of good EDs this season, god damn it. Though, I think there's a couple frontrunners for ED in my mind.
But yes, I think that is pretty much everything, so we can bring this to an end. I don't think we have any, do we have any drops this stream?
Champignon Witch, but that's technically a drop from last stream.
Yeah, that's a drop from last stream. We didn't cover it this stream, so that's, yeah, okay, cool.
All right, so we'll have to just pick a show that we all hate. All right, so Journal with Witch, we can agree to drop that one, right?
You'll tear that show from my cold dead hands.
Look, we gotta vote someone off the island.
I volunteer as tribute.
Look, I think we can all agree that Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 is the weakest link on this list.
Okay, don't push your personal agenda onto this.
Come on, agenda posting is for One Piece. Come on, let's be real.
You know what the worst thing is? I saw a rumor that the current JJK director isn't going to be on the next season. I'm like, oh, so I can start watching it again then.
God damn.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
which is mean. It's mean. There was a part of me that just went, okay, that's mean. I shouldn't think that. But
it kind of is, but it's also kind of fair. If you don't like how a show is being directed, then I think that's understandable.
Yeah.
to be fair, I want to make it very clear that I'm not saying the way he's directing the show is bad. I'm saying it's not for me.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, understandable. Not everyone's going to agree with every artistic decision made in a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other news, water is wet.
Yeah, because I feel like too many people do that where they, fucking say that their opinion affects their opinion of how good the show is, and I'm like, no, Jujutsu Kaisen is still a very good show. It's just not for me at this stage.
When you say
And
most
it's
people, do you
perfectly
mean
fair.
podcasters?
I mean, people on social media in general.
Yeah, social media has done a lot of damage. People
Yeah.
tend to think their opinion is gospel when it is, in fact, not gospel. But we don't have any time to criticize social media right now. We need to wrap things up.
So yes, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, please do give us a follow and a subscribe here on Twitch and all that YouTube stuff.
Like, subscribe, comment down below, and please press that bell icon, yo.
Otherwise, hopefully we will see you on tomorrow. Sorry, God, I thought it was Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow for more D&D. Good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.